Hey, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy KiteZz with my lovely wife in spirit, Alex. You feel me? As you guys know, we are a little under the weather. Alex is probably asleep right now. I'm gonna let my wife rest. So I will carry the mantle. But shout out to everybody that decided to come out to today's Flock Talk. Hopefully everybody's in good spirits. Hopefully everybody got some good energy today. I'm gonna need y'all to carry me as I carry through y'all. You feel me? Let's do this, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the YouTube channel right now to support it. Thank you guys for tapping in. Don't forget to leave a nice little like and some some comments. You feel me? It helps us out. I apologize for my voice. I'm gonna try to give you guys the best form of energy I can. As you guys know, Flock Talk is for y'all. So if you guys want to talk your talk, talk your talk. I'm not gonna ever, knock it, but please be considerate. A lot of people try to talk at one time, so please be considerate and keep your talking to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. All right. Today up here on stage,
I'm gonna be here for 3 hours. I'm just letting y'all know that now. We're not gonna be here for 3 hours. So I'm gonna have to be concise, straight to the point. I was doing something, but it's still my job to show up. So we're not gonna be here for 3 hours. Y'all better come in here. Y'all better know what y'all want to say. Don't dilly dally. Don't dwindle. Don't do none of that.
My hands is up. Hey man, my hands is up. Hey, without further ado, we passed the introductions, man. I'm about to give y'all some energy right now. Hey, up on stage here today, we got, to help me with the lack of my wife right now, who's better yet than her own prodigy. We got 2G1A West Side up here. We got 2G1A Cinders up here, and we got our moderator Major Monet. So shout out to all of them for making sure that they came to help your boy out. If you guys got something to say, go ahead and say what y'all got to say real quick. Even though West just checked y'all.
What's up?
It's been a minute since I've been up here. It's been like a month or something like that. I don't know. My schedule got changed, so I work on Thursdays now, so I don't get to show up as much, but glad to be here.
Hey. All right. Well, y'all already heard the voice of power, the executioner of 2G1A. He already said what he had to say. So we're going to get this ball rolling, man. First things first. Pop the Balloon and Find Love, episode 45, man. The episode that just dropped yesterday. Very controversial parts in the episode, but hey, this is the lineup of women that we had to deal with yesterday for episode 45. So let's see, man. How did you guys feel? How did you guys feel about that episode? I'm going to allow people to start raising their hands. How did you guys feel? Me personally, episode 45 was very, it was very mixed. I feel like the guys for the most part did pretty solid. There wasn't really many moments in the episode with the guys that I was kind of like, yo, they bugging out. I did have a few objections to the fact that homeboy in this black dress right here, I don't feel like she was being they were giving her very much consideration, even though she was, I think she was a great person that should have got a match, but it is what it is. If people don't find people attractive, hey man, ain't nothing we could do about it. But yeah, that's the episode. If anybody up here got something to say about it, even though I know two of y'all don't watch it, we can get this started.
I mean, I didn't expect much. How they interacted with the first guy said a lot about how they were gonna interact, with the rest of the guys, because not only does the first guy, he sets off the tone for the other gentlemen that are supposed to come, but the women, however they react off of the first guy, sets the tone for the episode as well. So that's my take.
Okay, I got you. First things first, we got Poetical. How did you feel about the episode, man? How'd you feel?
Hey, what's up, man? Definitely hope you and Alex get better, start feeling better and whatnot. As far as the episode goes, I felt like this episode was just a lot of young women on here. So I didn't have too much of high expectations when it came to this, because I felt like this is going to be one of those kind of fickle episodes. Like, how serious are 24 and 25-year-old women out here really? How serious do they really gonna be. And you mentioned the one girl in black. I can't remember her name. I felt like she was one of the solid one, possible solid choice. Got overlooked pretty much the whole time. Yeah, just it was. I felt like there was just a little immaturity in this episode. The one woman that was like second from the right, I can't remember her name. She has like the outfit, it looks like there's some stripes or something going on. She was just rambling. My goodness, it's like a run-on sentence. She just kept going on, and I was just like, okay, like you on the breathe when you're talking, you just keep going and going. But um, outside of that, like the dudes, they seemed like they were pretty solid. The first dude, like he came in with his stuff in order. This is what the type of woman I'm looking for. Like he seemed very organized with what he was going for, and I just think it was the pattern of women probably just wasn't his choice or his selection. He probably was looking for something a little bit more. Um, and then you had some of the other guys that were just getting popped off of outfits and other stuff. So I mean, this is just kind of like an average episode where I kind of kept my expectations kind of low with this one.
Okay, I think that's fair. The younger crowd is a little bit difficult to. Thank you for your take, Political. By the way, I appreciate you, gang. I agree with him. The younger crowd is kind of difficult. They are kind of difficult to get matches because their immaturity does show very early on. But yeah, it happens. As you guys can see, the queen of the flock has appeared. Even though I told her she needed to rest today, I told you she was gonna be stubborn and jump up. But that's Alex, man. Y'all gotta respect it. Hey, Alex, if you got something you want to say to the people, they missed you. You muted, by the way. No, you're muted in.
Muted on Discord. Yeah, there you go.
I told you she tired, y'all.
Sorry, y'all. I felt guilty, so I got up. I didn't know it was a lot of you had help.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah, the Avengers.
I know Wes was doing something.
Yeah.
Hey man, I told him already. I was doing. You ain't finna be here for 3 hours. I told him what's up. But, the gang Avengers had to show up and such. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, since you here, Alex, how did you feel about episode 45 of Pop the Balloon?
It was redonkulous. It was funny yesterday. I enjoyed it because doing the live was a lot of fun. But I mean, yeah. Sorry, I ain't really got much to add.
Nah, that's all good.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to Duty Mac. We ain't heard from you in a minute, man. Sir Duty Mac, how'd you feel about episode 45, big dog?
First and foremost, KiteZz, Alex, what's happening? What's good with you? I'm saying I got to do it every time. KiteZz, I got to do it, man. I got to do it. I feel bad that y'all sick. I know how it feels, but hope y'all get better. All praise be to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? To watch over y'all. Improve your health. Saying good evening, everybody, as well. As far as my feelings about it, it's a pretty average episode, like Poetical said. I'm never surprised. It wasn't a whole lot of viral moments, so I'll give it that. But outside of that, like, you dealing with women who are between the ages of like 22 and 25, 26. Yeah, they don't know what they want. They're all piss and vinegar. They're all glitz and glam. The classic. Oh, he's not tall enough. Initial attraction. Da da da. Blah blah blah. It's the same spiel we've heard since season 1. But to touch on a few quick things, Shorty in the black, yeah, she definitely got done wrong because I thought she was cute. She had a good personality, and I like how she said, I don't really focus too much on looks. I go more so for personality. which goes to say we all go for some type of look, and it does hold some weight, yes. However, your personality is what's going to make or break you.
Mhm.
You could be physically attractive. It's many. I come across I come across many attractive women. However, about 70 to 80% of them have crappy attitudes, crappy personalities. So therefore, that lowers your marketability for me. Because yeah, you're nice to look at, but if I can't have no conversation with you, or you just immature, or you narrow-minded, or in my classic word, you just a goofy. Yeah, you cooked, you over with, it's done. So Shorty in the front, in the green dress, great example of that when old dude said, name a toxic trait that you worked on and fixed, and he talked about his, and she popped on him for that said trait when he clearly just said I worked on it. And even Arlette was trying to help him, and she still wasn't going. Yeah, immaturity.
Mhm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Dodo birds. I don't shuck and jive. And as far as Shorty at the end, Sade, yeah, her feelings were hurt when
The whole
my
episode.
man said, yeah, her feelings was on the whole episode. And because if you notice, she kept saying, "Oh no, I'm just first impression. Nah, I just want to. No, first impression. Nah." She had the same exact response every single time. That was her get back. The only one she didn't do that to was the last dude. But even then, when he popped on her, she still get that same response.
15
but-
seconds.
No,
All right,
it's over. All right, it's over. It's already
okay.
over. Yeah.
All right.
I love y'all, but you spent 30 seconds with the introduction, boss man. That take away from your time. I know you got to shout him out every time, but
I think he was on point. It was alright.
Nah, he's good.
it was he on point. But we had 3 minutes and 20 seconds now, so it's like I gave him a little bit of extra too. Yeah.
My bad. I thought I had 30 seconds. My bad. It's all good.
No, you straight. You straight.
Go ahead, wrap your
Great
point
point.
up, gang. Go ahead, wrap your point up, Giggy.
Long story short, just a a pretty tame episode. For those that didn't get a match, their loss. Oh well, they'll go home and cry about it. But that's all I gotta say.
All right, shout out to Duty, man. Appreciate you, Gangy. Hopefully you got more to say today. All right, Steppa was next. Steppa, how'd you feel about episode 45? Hey, y'all see the moderator team, man, with Kite sick. I can't, hey.
Yeah.
You see?
What's the word, y'all?
What's the word, Gangy? How you feeling?
Now I'm chilling, I work with it, you know what I'm saying? Making money. Same old, same answers and questions. Ain't really nothing special about it. But except for that girl with the curls who said the guy who was 6'2" was not tall enough. That shit fake got me tight. I'm not gonna hold you. Excuse my language, but yeah, that kind of like got my gears a little bit. But other than that, same old questions, you know what I'm saying? Ain't really nothing special. It was a fake average episode. Average. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? What made it entertaining was you. You actually made him. You and Alex both made it more funnier and entertaining. So it's like, I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Hey man, I'm glad we had that effect, man.
The way you called her Ice Whack was mad funny. I'm sorry.
All right,
I
chill.
think I would laugh at that.
Chill, bro. I had to apologize
I'm
for that,
sorry.
bro. I gotta apologize
I'm
for that.
sorry. I gotta laugh at that because that was dumb funny.
All right. I appreciate you, Steppa.
All right.
Safety. All right. Then we got Miles. Miles, how'd you feel about episode 45?
What's going on? How's everybody doing? Cool. Okay, here we go.
Yes, sir.
Wes, I'm gonna help you out and basically sum this up for you because I know you don't watch it. Everybody was battling to try and get Red Dress after that show's over.
Dang.
Pretty much. I'll just sum it up just like that. Once she was gone, everybody else, they could just called it a day and just wrapped it up. You literally had a group of, and I know Jules waiting for it because I do got a name for this crew too. I call them the illiterates. Okay, literally, and not just saying illiterate as in dumb. They literally couldn't form sentences. They contradict themselves. They made no sense. Some of them talk too long. Some of them have no good communication. And with black dress and white dress, it's unfortunate, and I have brought this up on the show. Shout out to Alex, shout out to Kites. Think one of them picked it up. I made the comment that they're essentially Mazdas next to Bugattis. And that's been kind of like the problem, because they're really just normal ladies. But when you got red dress that everybody kind of was feeling, and you got Dodo Bird in the front, everybody was trying to fill, you know what I'm saying? Those two, it's kind of hard when you got, you know, I like Mazda, I like Honda, I like Toyota. But if you told me, hey, you got a free car, you want this Toyota or you want this Bugatti? Well, yeah, it's free. I'm going to take the Bugatti. And it's unfortunate, but this is basically what happened on the whole show. And that's pretty much what happened. And yeah, you learn on this show that young girls are dumb. They don't know nothing. But here's a twist, though. They took the IGs off. That really made it fun. Because now they can't get that notoriety that they thought they was going to get. And BM was putting a stop to it. So I definitely like that. I like that part of it. So now they can't come to clout chase. You either coming for love or not at all. Or you just wasting money, basically, just to be stupid. So I like that, and I think he took the IG off because of this episode. He knew, I'm gonna take it off now because of what we just saw today, because it was that bad. So that's my time.
Hey, shout out to Miles, and he on time.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Yep. 24 seconds to spare. I don't know why everybody going crazy on the red dress though, because if I look at this lineup, she's not the most appealing person to me. But you know,
okay, no. This is gonna be interesting. Who is the pick out of here for you? It's gonna tell me a lot. Who's the pick?
For me, honestly, it's gonna tell you a lot, because out of this lineup, because I know it was problems with the lady I'm gonna pick, but the most visually appealing and attractive to me is the girl on the far left, and then the one with the little right in between the little black dress, and then the chick with the wrinkles. Unfortunately, you know, sorry to her. But yeah,
you were. So you
the
said
most
the girl in the green
to me is the one on the far left.
Far left,
Yep.
yes. Yeah.
Far left has it. Number
Green.
one, and then number two is the one in between. Yeah, her right there.
Yeah, you have terrible taste in women.
I mean, they can be. I'm about to say, yeah, this is just visually.
Yeah,
this is just visually.
You have terrible taste in women. I mean, visually you're fine. Visually fine. But you just pick personality bombshells.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah. Once they got to talking, I know they was terrible. But you know, off the looks alone,
hey,
knowing their personality would just get me out of there in the whole situation. I'm not even messing with them once I know who they are. That they ugly after that.
Basically, so y'all would have got
past the visuals for me. I'm just saying, you got to be attractive enough for me to want to speak to you, and then as soon as you start talking, that's the second test that you got to pass. If you don't pass that test, then we done. And it sounds like that they wouldn't have passed that test. Unfortunately,
they would not have. Which is knowing you, this one right here, Wes, knowing you as a person, this would have made you crash out. You would have crashed out to the highest degree. But next we got Jules Hammond. Go ahead, unmute, brother. How'd you feel about episode 45?
Like Miles said, we definitely had a cast of characters on this episode. We had, on the far, starting kind of going from right to left, we had someone who couldn't make a thing. Well, I'm doing for immature reasons. The second one got a match. The third one got done dirty. The fourth one, she was very interesting. I don't know if she got a match or not, so correct me if I'm wrong. Did she end up getting a match?
I think so. Yes. So the ones that got a match was the girl with the curly afro. Hold on, we could just go to the end and see who's left. Actually, that will tell you a lot. Yeah. So the ones who ended up not getting a match is these four. So these four are the ones who didn't get a match.
Gotcha.
Right.
As I was saying, the fourth one got a match. So the fourth one knew what she was doing, or came here for the right reasons. Ice Spice Jr. No, Ramen Ice Spice. She was tweaking. Chatty Cathy, she was tweaking. And Sade, yeah, she was she was a little butthurt. Oh, like I said, cast characters.
Vomit Ice Spice. Dang, y'all violating. All right. Appreciate you, Jules. Shout out to you, man. I got to sneeze, but before I sneeze, I think we had Armed Swordsman next. So Armed, go ahead, man. How'd you feel about episode 45? And my sneeze is gone, bro. Don't you hate that? All right.
Yeah, good night. Blessings to everyone.
Yep.
Honestly, without you guys, I doubt I would have made it through that video. Honestly. Without you guys, I would not have made it through that video. And overall, it was annoying to me, honestly. But what really annoyed me at the end is when the last guy was chosen. I think the girl in the jeans pants, like, I think she got the match pretending to be the lady in the black. Because before him, like what she was saying, the things that she was saying at the last guy, there was a complete difference on what she was saying before. So it really seemed to me as if she, like, personality-wise, the lady in the black, the third lady, she was perfect. At least from what she has shown, she was perfect. But it just seemed like the lady beside her got matched pretending to be her, and honestly, that annoyed me a lot. So
okay,
that's why. But without you guys, I definitely would not have finished. But one more thing on the immaturity thing, like, I think at this point, I don't think age has anything to do with it, because we've watched some ones with even the older folks, and they're saying the same thing. They're saying the same thing. So I don't know. I don't think it's an age thing.
It might just be. So you feel like it might just be the dating market in general, like men versus women in the dating market.
Yeah, I think we really need to move out of that mentality. This men versus women thing. If men do this, then women retaliate and do that. Then men retaliate and do that. Like, it's just not good for society, and it's not good for each other, because we're just a bunch of single people talking about how relationships would work, and to me that's dumb, but that's just me.
No, I agree. That's a good take. All right, appreciate you, Armed Swordsman. Hopefully you got a lot to say today, man. Hopefully. All right, we got Mecha Blue, and then we got Marv. Mecha, how'd you feel about episode 45, big dog?
What's up? First of all, I gotta say, what's up? What's good, everybody? It's been a minute since I've been on this panel. And how I felt, I'm not gonna hold you. I was kind of appalled for a few reasons, because you know you got what's the young lady name? Sade.
The one
Sade. I didn't realize how much of a Yap Pacino she was going to be until about a good, like, first guy. I was like, oh, she's gonna be the one to yap your ear off, Chihuahua style. Okay. And then I thought about, like,
no, that was Hodger. Hodger was the one that talked the whole time. Sade was the one that got told her face was wrinkly and it threw her whole energy off. Hodger was the one that was yapping.
Oh yeah, Hodger. Oh yeah. No, she was the one that was the Chihuahua. But I was like, oh goodness, low key, she was annoying. But she, there's nothing wrong with it. I would say, preference wise, I was gonna say the one on the far left in the green dress, but when she said what she said, I was like, oh no. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, she's Ringo from that movie. All right. But preference wise, I was gonna say between her and I forgot the young lady's name. They were gonna be my preference.
Which one?
But I would say
which
that
one are they here?
Green and the multicolored one.
Green?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like between them.
Okay.
I think the black that the black lady, she needs her own BM segment to match her. However, that's because she seemed like the most poised, and I didn't really get any red flags from her too much, for real.
Okay. All right. Shout out Mecca. Hopefully you got a lot to say today, man. All right, Marv. You're unmuted, big dog. How'd you feel about episode 45? And Discord about to piss me off. Stop doing that. All right. How you feel, Marv?
I ain't got much talk. I ain't got much talking, nephew. So I'm gonna go down the line real fast.
Got you.
Green dress. I don't know what she's on. She need to learn how to listen. Homie who was 5'9", you know, he got a lot more patience than me. You ain't calling me short king at 5'9". You know what I'm saying? Red dress was fine. Black dress was fine. Crop top was fine. Ice spice noodle, whatever, ramen noodle hair. You know, that stuff with the 6'2". If someone's ugly, if you think they face ain't it, just tell them that. You're gonna sit there and say you thought a 6'2" man and he wearing like heeled shoes too, that he's too short for you. I guess I'm looking for 6'9". Like, oh my lord. Anyway, that guy was way more patient than me too. He had the Playboy Cardi demeanor.
Right.
Chatterbox, bro. Chatterbox, man. She gotta stop talking. Yo, if I was the dude who took her home, I would have returned her to Arlette after she started talking. Like, and I know she had a whole bunch to talk about after that show. And for Melted Candle, no disrespect to her, hey, we as men, we gotta be tactful, right? You know, so when he came at her and said, "Hey, it's too many wrinkles," I was hurt too. I felt like he could have, you know, changed it up a little bit. He should have said something a little different.
He definitely could have just said, "You just not my type." Like,
he did say that. He did, but then Arlette asked him to preface it with that. He did, but Arlette asked him to be more specific. But we gonna talk about that segment. But we gonna get through this. But he definitely tried to take the easy route out. But go ahead, Mark. Finish up.
All right, but that's all I got. No, that's all I got for you. Hey, be honest with these people. These people gotta learn how to be honest. No BSing. All right, God bless. Bye.
Hey, safety. Hopefully you got more to say today, Mark. Look at Alex all muted. She look all comfy. How you feeling, Alex? You okay?
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Oh, she back me. Hey, Alex, figure out your settings. I don't know why we can hear your. I don't know if your headset up loud or whatever, but we can hear everything through your headset.
You might need to restart your camera, Kite, because your stuff is delayed.
Mine's delayed? I got you.
Yeah, your camera, you look like the old bootleg movies we used to get out of Big Lots, where they be talking
Honestly,
before they.
His camera's always delayed for the last few weeks.
Dang.
Oh, really?
Rip my camera,
I
bro.
don't really pay attention.
Hey, somebody send me a new camera, bro. I'm broke. But anyway,
I don't even know if it's your camera per se. It might just be a Discord issue.
Yeah. Yeshua, big dog. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, talk your talk.
Good night, everyone. It's been a while since I come. Sorry if my son a little tired tonight. I just done workout, but forget to the episode now.
Did somebody just get shot in your background? You sure?
This episode.
You sure? Did somebody just die in your background? What was that?
Probably.
He said probably.
What
was that?
It sounded like somebody. It sounded like something just slammed into the floor extra hard, bro.
Well, probably.
Go ahead, man.
So this episode, where do I even begin? This episode was nothing short of lackadaisical. This was indubitably the worst tier episode ever. First, Mama said this. The girl beside the girl in the red, bad company. She get picked with the wrong team. Them drag her down. No. Oh God. One more for start. Intellectually gone. Sense not there. Common sense none. Oh gosh. Some honorable mentions. Ice Walk. The girl will have waves too. Looking for 6ix9ine, not the rapper. This was just a train wreck, honestly. I feel like I lose IQ points watching this episode. That's all. I can't take no more.
They got Yeshua crashing out, bro. They got Yeshua crashing out, bro. Hey, that's crazy, dog. Hey, Nitro. What's your take on episode 45, man?
If that was tired crash out Yeshua, man, I don't know, bro, because I'm with him on this one. I'm with Miles on this one. I'm with everybody on this one. This lineup was mostly cooked, and if you guys didn't do that live reaction, the whole thing would have been completely cooked, right? I feel very sorry for the girl in the white dress, right? She didn't deserve none of that. Like, yes, like how people have said, you could have just said, I'm not attracted, and then if it's what specifically, then you can just say, I'm just not attracted to something about the face, not necessarily pointing out, okay, it's a little wrinkly. Because if you look at her face, you don't know what the story is behind that, if there even is a story, right? Could be healing from a burn, possibly. Could be a birth thing. We don't know, right? She could have gone through some plastic surgery to try to, rectify some of this stuff, right? So the fact that you pointed out the way that you did as the first guy, it's just like, you got to have a little bit of tact, right? Black dress and white dress, I think they got cooked by being paired with this specific lineup. Lady beside the white dress near the end, I'm with you during your reaction. All they were talking about was, IG followers, Instagram, YouTube, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And I think someone pointed out, which I wasn't even paying attention, they got rid of the Instagram bar at the bottom, right? So when you see her and the guy that ended up coming out, good, because if they have a lot of followers, they don't need their Instagram showing up at the bottom, right? But yeah, overall, to be honest, when I was watching it, I also kind of like drifted off too. More so just paying attention to your guys' actual reaction. But the whole lineup was, it goes back to like maybe probably just as bad as like season 1 in terms of how this lineup was, but it was just said in a lighter way. If that makes any sense.
Okay. All right. Hey, shout out to Nitro, man. That's a good take. I feel it. But since we on this segment here, this is the most controversial segment of the show. Everybody has mixed feelings to the point where people are attacking us, talking about that's not very Christian like of y'all, because y'all think we're defending it, which is really crazy. I don't know how you're trying to prove we're not being Christian like by then insulting us in that same sentence, which is not Christian like at all, but I guess. But so this is the point in the video that got the most reaction out of everybody.
And I'm an esthetician.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
He mentioned someone who has humor. I don't think I'm very funny.
Okay.
But something nice. I like the cross and first impression, a good style.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
So you want someone that's also funny as well? Is that what you meant by humor, or like they just have a sense of humor, like they can laugh?
Well, I
at
said
stuff?
it's a bonus. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but no worries. I mean, I want someone who I can go out, have some fun with, life of the party per se.
Okay.
It's cool.
All right. So is she someone that's your type?
Not really, to be honest.
Okay. And why not?
The face is a bit wrinkly for me.
Yeah, he did.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Let's get your name and age.
Hi, my name's
So he said the face is a bit wrinkly and everybody is up in arms. A lot of people are really upset with him. A lot of people feel like he violated. The sad reality is, here's the real take. That's not even the worst comment that's ever been said on this show. And the fact that there are so many people that are sitting here about to die on this hill because they feel like, oh, shame on him, he's horrible, you don't say that. are the same people who have watched 45 episodes of this show where people have said 3 to 10 times worse than what he said. That's the ironic part. The ironic part is
it definitely was unnecessary. Sorry.
No, go
it
ahead.
definitely was unnecessary because she was very kind. She was very sweet, very nice with her comment. And so like going that deep was definitely a little bit of a low blow, so to speak. It's like, why would you even say that? That's not even necessary. She's not even like she popped because she thought she wasn't funny, which is one of the things you wanted. So
right.
I think she was being a decent person. For you to say something like that, just like pretty much just outright call her ugly, that's kind of messed up.
Okay.
I mean, it's lame. I can't say the words I want to say because I mean, do you be censoring me or like?
I would rather you not give me. Like, I would rather you not give me more work. That would be great. I would like to not have to censor you. So
is HE double hockey sticks bad?
Hell is not bad. Hell is not a bad word.
Okay, yeah. Buddy lame as hell, bro. Like, let's just call it what it is. He lame as hell. Super duper lame. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was being attacked. Like, I don't feel the need for Arlette to have asked that question to get like more in depth. If I'm not attracted to you, I don't need to specify why I'm not attracted to you. I'm just not attracted to you. You're not my type. It is what it is. And then it's like, for him, he not attacked at all. Cause me, a person like me, I would have been like, even though it's more of a lustful thing, and you gotta approach it from like a lustful, I would have been like, I prefer my woman with a little bit more meat on their bones or something like that. I'm not gonna say her face too wrinkly or whatever, amount of myriad of things that he possibly could have said in relation to him not being attracted to her due to her face. You just don't say that. You don't do that in front of a camera. You don't do that in front of people. It's lame. It's literally just lame. And that's really all it is. I wouldn't have said nothing like that. I would have figured out a way to pivot. I would have said anything other than that. It was just lame.
Okay.
You lame. You got to be more tactful about these things. You got to be quick on your feet.
Okay.
Right. It's not like she was a bad person. Like I said, she didn't deserve that. She was being sweet about it.
I get that.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I understand what everybody's saying, and it's not me even lacking empathy for it. One, I said this, as a person who had to watch all 45 of this episode, one thing that I've seen constantly complained about this show is when people get upset when people don't tell the truth about why they didn't pop. We have highlights and clips and clips and clips of people going, wow, he just said initial attraction. He's not telling the truth. He's not telling the truth. They're hiding it. Why don't you just say it? Why don't you just say it? And then we have a case where somebody actually says it. And now everybody's like, you're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. But then this is not, like I said, this is not even the worst thing that was said on this show. We've had Pop the Balloons where people are talking about people's meat. We have Pop the Balloons where people talking about people's, oh, you not thick enough, oh, your titties ain't big enough, your butt ain't big enough. We've had a whole bunch of things. There in the video I just posted, there is literally a guy who went on 2 episodes of Pop the Balloon and they insulted his face every episode. They called him an Egyptian statue. They said, oh, I'm not attracted to him. It's his face. Oh, his jawline. It's the jawline and the nose. I'm not really, that's not my thing. You're not ugly though, but your jawline and your nose. Like, this is not even the worst case on this show. And my thing is, it's one thing, a lot of the people on this show, they said what they said to just go viral and be insulting, but he actually had a thing for his reasoning of saying it. He said, I'm a very sincere person. I'm always overly honest. I'm overly sincere. Meaning, if you look up the word sincere, if you look up honesty, it means you don't hold back the truth. You say the truth. So my thing is, I'm not gonna be mad at somebody who knows that they're overly sincere, they're overly honest, and they know that's a flaw in them, but at least you told the truth. We can criticize you for how you told the truth, but I would rather you tell the truth than people do what commonly happens on this Pop the Balloon show. And as a witness, and there's people who are witnesses, there are people that come on this show and they say like, oh, oh, you're just not my type. She's not physically attractive. Oh, it's nothing. She's beautiful. But then they go on IG Live in front of hundreds of thousands of people and they dog the chicks. They dog the dudes. They go on full on rants. Oh, he ugly, he this, he blah, 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 he this. They do that. So I would rather you keep it 100 and say it on the show, and we can call you a bad person because we don't like it, but at least you told your truth and you weren't being fake, versus the way everybody on the internet is telling him he should have did it. Like, I asked this, what is the way, when Arlette asked you, what is the reason why you're not attracted to him? What is the way he could have said that would not have been offensive? That's what I asked everybody. Somebody said, just say, oh, I'm not attracted to her face. That's offensive. Oh, I like my women thicker. That's offensive. I like my women dark. That's offensive. There was no way for him. The only thing he could have said was, oh, just initial attraction. It's just initial attraction. But then how is she supposed to improve on that if it's initial attraction? How is she supposed to know this is what's holding me back in the dating game? What about me initially is not attractive?
He could spin it to say, like, she's not attractive to me, or just like she doesn't look pretty in my opinion.
Like, I'm about to say, if we want to measure the level of offensive,ness, you saying that you prefer dark women or thicker women or whatever the case may be, wouldn't be as offensive as me saying your face is wrinkled. Like, that's just straight.
That's debatable, because there's a dude on one of the last thing, he told a girl he likes dark skinned women, he don't like light skinned women, and now there's a whole debate about colorism because of what he said. So yeah, it's like,
but I feel like it wouldn't matter like how he said anything, because he still would get attacked regardless, because he's a man critiquing a woman.
Yes.
Thank you.
He has his preferences of what he wants. Now, yes, he probably shouldn't have said that her face was wrinkly. However, it's getting so much backlash because he's a man who has preference. But countless of times, women will say, oh, I want a man who's tall, who don't got acne, who don't got this, who don't got that. That's them listing their preferences. But when a man does it, oh, he's attacking her. Oh, he shouldn't have said this, or he's rude, or he's this and that. And I think the double standard is funny. But like, we could go on and on about it, like logistics of what he could have said, how he could have said it. Either way, the media is going to spin it to he's a man attacking a woman.
Thank you, Monet. Thank you. And that was the whole reason why on the live I said I don't support him in, like, if she was insulted, I don't support that. But I would rather you tell the truth and be shamed in public and tell the truth, but we know it's the truth, than sit there and do what everybody else does on this show and be two-faced and be lying to people and then go on IG and dog them, because people are going to find that IG no matter what. So that's how I felt about it. But, you know, people, hey, I guess that's not Christian-like of me. I guess I was supposed to tell him, hey, bro, you should have lied to her and said she was beautiful, in your opinion. Is that Christian-like? Yo, go lie to shorty. Go boost her ego up, bro.
Be honest.
Is that Christian-like?
Nope.
There's a scripture in the Bible where
it says it's okay to lie.
Thank you. There's literally a scripture in the Bible where it talk about a king, and the Bible specifically states he was a very fat king. And then when he got stabbed with a knife, his fat absorbed the knife. Does that sound very nice in this day and age?
Well, I mean, that also kind of goes into what is deemed offensive now as opposed to what was deemed offensive back then, because there's a lot of things that we can't say nowadays that we could have a conversation with back in the day and nobody would, find offense in what we would say. It's plenty of words that I could use right now. Yeah, it was literally all matter of fact. There's plenty of words I could use right now.
Oh, go ahead, Wes. I'm muting Alex because I think she has something to say. It's plenty of words right now that I could say that would unfortunately get this whole video put in the garbage and burned. But if we take it back to when we was kids and we was in high school and we was growing up, there's plenty of stuff we could say to each other and banter and just, in terms of trying to be offensive, that still would not hold the same weight that unfortunately everyone else has put on it now. You know the words I'm thinking of. Everybody know the words I'm thinking of. Somebody said in the YouTube chat, could he have not said she just looks older than I initially thought? for the reason of rejecting white dress? No, because there's people that have said that on the show and they got cooked. They got cooked for saying, oh, you look older. Because calling somebody older than what they look is an insult. Prime example.
Yes.
No, prime example on our YouTube channel itself. Bro, you know how many times on our YouTube, this platform, the same people who are like, oh, y'all supporting bullying and all that. Bro, this same platform, people have been calling me 45, 60, y'all look like I'm about to die, blah, blah, blah. I've been hearing that since I started the channel. I tell people I'm 28, wow, I thought you were 47. I thought you were 60. I thought you were this. I'm like, dang, all right, cool. It's not a compliment. It's not a compliment at all. Bro, some dude, Alex said a simple comment on the video talking about, and she wasn't even insulting nobody. She was just talking about a girl's outfit and a girl on a loyalty test, talking about, oh, do y'all got fried chicken out there? And Alex she laughed and she was like, oh, that girl's hungry because she talking about fried chicken during a date. Somebody in the comments, wow, I guess you're hungry too, huh, little piggy? What? And then I gotta sit here and listen to people on YouTube trying to tell me a dude being honest saying wrinkly face, and everybody's like, oh my God, we shouldn't do this. Bro, that's light. Like, what are we talking about? That's light. That's mad light. We've heard worse on this show. On this show alone, we've heard worse. And it's just like everybody acting like this dude, they acted like this dude was worse than Dr. Elam.
He wasn't.
Definitely
wasn't.
not.
That's the funny part. He wasn't. he gonna talk about he gonna talk about some you don't fit to my standards and you can't add to my life. Like, that's not an insult.
Dr. Elam called a girl a liability. He told a girl after she got insulted by a line of men. He told her, yeah, you're too combative. You obviously don't know how to handle criticism. You should go seek therapy. The girl didn't even say nothing. But we talking about this was the worst thing said? Man, get on, bro.
And told Jess that her weight was a problem. And it would be a problem in the future, even though she lost the weight.
Thank you, Monet. Thank you for the receipts. Bro. He told Jess she had lost like 100-something pounds. He said, yeah, but you know, there could be underlying health issues and you're going to be a problem later on. Where everybody
That's a future tiller, I guess.
Like, that sounds like a hurt dude. To be honest.
Right? So where everybody else at?
Going that deep into it, yeah, bro was hurt.
And that's what I'm saying. This dude is not even he's not even a 5 on the scale of things being said on this show. Real talk.
I feel like, you know,
to anybody unless that was a client I was training.
I mean, the thing is I realize, I mean, Kai, and we've had these conversations off stream. The way that most of these dudes operate or talk, I'm not finna be going back and forth with no girl about nothing. Mm-hmm. There's nothing to go back and forth about. We not finna argue about nothing. I can't say what I want to say because we, you know, but like back and forth, tit for tat, that childish. It's lame. I'm gonna keep saying it's lame. It's lame. I don't do that. Nobody I know do that. You don't do that. It's like, what are we talking about here? It's all entertainment value because I ain't seen one genuine person on the show yet. On both sides.
Okay. No, that's valid.
On both sides.
That's valid. Nah, Stepper, thank you. Prime example. That girl called Aaron the plumber Ninja Turtle. She called him Ninja Turtle. The Ninja Turtles is not attractive looking creatures, bruh. Why are we acting like, and then here's the part that really pissed me off about this.
Hodger, I'm 25 years old.
Okay. Hodger, what do you do?
I'm a nail technician.
Okay, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I know that we're honest on this show, but I do feel like there's a little bit of grace or maybe just like some way where you can say things without being maybe incredibly specific about physical features. I mean, if you're comfortable with that, then that's definitely okay, but I just wouldn't prefer that in a man myself. I always feel like in a society where maybe like things are normal, like the show, like saying things about somebody's physical feature, I think other people might feel comfortable. If you prioritize kindness, then that's still always gonna come first, and that's a first for me. So, but you are super handsome. I love your fit. I love
Thank
the
you.
neutrals. I literally stayed up until that moment too. I think you're super cool and great, but
appreciate
it was
it.
just that comment. I just can't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. No, she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, I mean, she looks
Thank
cool.
you.
Are you
Aw.
East African?
Yeah, I'm Sudanese actually. What are you? How do you
Black.
guys all know? That's
Black.
crazy.
It's,
No, that's great.
It's like a very distinct
Features.
facial feature, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I do want to add though, I feel like it's probably good that you did pop because I feel like for me, I'm very forward, direct.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can be a bit too sincere, you know, sometimes too honest, but.
Not gonna lie,
Ain't nobody heard him say that, I guess.
Accountability doesn't exist in dating, apparently.
No, nobody in the internet heard him say that, I guess. Because people don't look up what definitions of honesty and sincere is, but okay.
I'm a super honest person too, and I think there's a big difference between honesty and comments like that. I think you could be honest without pinpointing maybe physical features about people, especially women, but I mean...
You gotta be careful when you're talking about physical features of people, especially women. This is the same chick who's in a lineup who literally 5 minutes before, this girl right here called him short. He said he was 5'9", and she was like, yay, short kings. Isn't that talking about somebody's physical appearance?
Yep.
He's
He's not a
gonna
lady.
affect the
He's not a lady.
trainer when she literally talked about his physical appearance. Just saying.
I mean, it's a double standard, but like the double standard will never be fair. Like let's get like, I'm never gonna try and fight for the double standard to be fair. It's a double standard for a reason. There's just some stuff that exists that other people can live by that I can't as a man, and it is what it is. How many times have I ran that statement into the ground? It is what it is. I'm not short, but if I was short, I would be short. That probably wouldn't stop me from having the motion that I have, but I would still be short.
Like skin aura.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
I can't control that.
But it goes to my point, and I'm about to start letting people talk, but I had to, when I fight to prove a point, I prove a point. So after people start to call me non-Christian and all that, and talking about, oh, you support bullying, I had to go get the Carfax. You feel what I'm saying? Since we gonna talk about it, since we talking about the double standard, let's get the Carfax then.
About pinpointing maybe physical features about people, especially women, but I mean...
Especially women, y'all do it all the time.
Popping his balloon.
Also physical attraction initially, but also I like them, my guys, just a little bit on the like athletic built side. Yeah, I would just say you're a little bit just too skinny for me. So
Ish, why did you end up popping your balloon?
You seem like a great young man. It was just the initial attraction.
Now, was there anything specific?
His face.
Renee, I'm 25, and I pop because basically the height. I like my men a little taller than me, so
okay,
taller than me completely.
But I guess we don't talk about him, and there was more clips to that. That was just the intro. But I don't see the same energy that people are having. This dude not only got this done twice, 2 different episodes he got cooked. Where's all the outrage at? Where y'all at? Y'all ain't fighting, right? I guess, man. Shoot. But it is what it is, man. Let's start bringing people up. How did y'all feel about the wrinkle face comments? It is what it is.
Okay.
Is there a specific question you have for this segment?
No, it's just talking about what are people's opinion on him, his interaction with her. That's all it really is. Bring everybody up. Jules, go first, man.
honestly, my personal take on the situation, the best way I can form my answer is, no matter what you say nowadays, people are gonna get offended over the smallest thing, and I felt like that was the case here.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jules. Valencia, you said all of these women got cooked in the comments, though. The thing about that episode, they didn't get cooked in the comments because they were insulting him. They got cooked in the comments because they were genuinely just bad people. They got cooked in the comments because people didn't like how they were treating the men in general. They didn't. The other thing is that first clip is not even from that original episode. That's from a different episode, and they still didn't say nothing about it. That's my point entirely. That dude went through two different episodes and got rejected because of his face. Even if we take episode 23 out, he got cooked that whole episode. That's my point I'm making. Okay, Duty Mac, go ahead, man.
I'm gonna keep this brief because I'm gonna just be in the cut for the remainder of the episode. But what Buddy said to Sade, personally, I ain't seen nothing wrong with it. What I mean by that is he gave his sincerity, he gave his honesty. He was asked why. He said why. He also said, I can be a little bit too sincere sometimes. I appreciate that though. You know why? We're not here to waste time. We're not here to play games. We're not here to play nice. I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't owe you anything. I'm not saying be a jackass. No, of course not. But be honest. Shorty talking about, oh, there's a way where you can be honest and you don't know. Man, shut up. Shut up. Because y'all did that man, Anthony, bad. And not even just him. There are countless others. We can go down a list. We'll be here all day. But it amazes me that when women do it, especially on this show, oh, that's supposed to get a pass. Oh, they just being honest. Oh, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. When a man does it, oh, that's kind of cruel. That's kind of mean. This is because women think they're the prize, and we're not about to have that kind of conversation. But he said what he said. He meant what he said. It wasn't even all that bad. Shorty got her feelings. She was hurt. And while you can argue, oh, you know, he probably could have said something else. One more time, he was honest. What I didn't like about her going forward because of that comment, it shut her confidence down. Guess what? That's a personal problem. Get a thicker skin. I'm gonna say this last thing I'm done. I'm from Chicago. We are very honest out here. When he said what he said, that's normal. I've heard worse. Cause personally, to me, she wasn't all that attracted to me either. I wouldn't have said that maybe, but I would have been like, yeah, I'm not attracted. Not aesthetically, you know, not my type. Not my type. But whatever the case is, be honest at all times. Keeping 100 across the board. I would rather you do that than we get to the follow-up and then did you guys go on a date? No. Why? Well, you know, kind of had to backtrack. She wasn't really my type for real. But you walked off with her. She wasn't your type, but you walked off with her. That's dishonesty. So long and in short, people need to get out their feelings. Like he said what he said. It is what it is.
Okay. Shout out to Duty.
Is saying you not my type dishonest? Like if I tell you that you're not my type, is that dishonest?
No.
No.
I feel like we latching on to people wanting a deeper explanation. If I tell you you're not my type, you just not my type. That don't mean I'm lying to you.
No.
There could be a myriad of reasons of why you're not my type, but you're not my type.
Well, counterpoint, when you say you're not my type, the host immediately asks you what makes this person not your type. So what is your rebuttal to that point?
Like I said earlier, I would have said everything but that. But that's who I am as a person.
So then that isn't that dishonest though? Because you're not saying the actual reason?
No.
Huh?
It could be a myriad of reasons. I don't need to say the one that's gonna put the most hurt on that woman's feelings. Because me saying that you're not thick enough for me is still the truth.
But if she is,
it's not as bad as me saying. It's not as bad as me saying your face is wrinkled. Like let's really level here. What is worse? Me saying a woman does not have enough meat on her bones, or me saying that whatever is going on with her face is not appealing to me?
What if she
I
has?
feel like they're both equally bad.
Yeah, because what if she has body dysmorphia? That's what I'm saying. There's no. What if she has body dysmorphia? You said that. Then what? You go. And I'm not even attacking your point, but I'm just saying like it's deeper than just like there's like the whole idea that people are saying like, oh, there was a different way he could have went at this. Yes, but no matter what way he would have went, somebody's feelings would have been offended. That's the whole point. There was no way for him to get through this without offending somebody. Bless you, Alex.
So if that's the
then
case,
the whole thing is just
then-
semantics at that point.
I'm about to say, so if that's the case, then why even ask the question? If there's nothing I can say here to not be looked at as a bad person, then why inquire further?
It doesn't matter.
It feels
at
redundant at that point.
But that's the way the show goes. That's the host dictates how the host Arlette dictates whether or not she asks the question. And the only reason why Arlette started asking the question more of like, why is she not your type, is because her and BM did an interview and they were saying they were getting annoyed with the fact that there were so many people coming on the show and everybody said initial attraction. There was a whole episode where the entire episode was just initial attraction, to the point where people were like, well, what initially about these people is not attractive? And even when they answered it, like, okay, what initially is not attracted to him? Oh, just initial attraction. You double initial attraction.
And even with the
my
ketchups,
point-
they would say, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Oh, no,
even
go
with
ahead,
the
Monet.
ketchups, they would say, "Oh, well, that person wasn't my type. I just wanted to get a match."
Thank
you.
But yeah, go ahead, Cinder.
Just throwing that out there.
My point was just like circling back to like the point that everybody's gonna get mad at like whatever I do say. If I say this, someone's gonna get mad. If I say that, someone's gonna get mad. Then why does it matter what I say at that point? It's a
so then just say
it's a lose lose.
right. So then you might as well just
you're
say
not walking out of it.
Yeah, you might as well just say what you got to say then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's my whole
You
thing.
would you honest. Yeah, but then it goes like a tad bit deeper in that because like I had said initially, like she doesn't seem like a bad person, so I'm not gonna sit here and try to hurt her feelings.
Mhm.
But yeah.
And I don't think his intentions was to hurt her feelings. He even said it himself. I've always,
But yeah,
I'm
he
literally-
said he's honest. Yeah, he said he's honest. He said he's an honest person.
right. So it's like,
So like I get that.
So
it
are
varies
we-
from person to person.
So are we mad at him for being honest, even though he already told us?
I'm
not mad at him.
It's a very normal response.
Oh, I'm not saying you mad.
He's honest,
but-
and it is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I'm not mad at him at all for what he said. I'm just saying, me personally, I would have said something different. And now I have the philosophy that no matter what I would have said, it still would have been bad.
I also personally like his approach because then at that point she knows something to work on.
Mhm.
It helps her in the long run. So that way she knows like maybe I should step up my skincare game.
Mhm.
Something like that. It's useful information even though it comes off as negative because you can use that to level up. So
Took the words right out of my mouth. All right, Poetical. How did you feel about this interaction?
All right, man, because I'm just listening to y'all talk about this because this whole thing is kind of getting me teed up because, look, people ask for honesty. They keep asking in the dating world, be honest. And then when somebody is honest, they get ridiculed, they get round up, they get counseled, whatever you want to call it. Like, I mean, we can see that she has something going on, which is going to lead into my other point because I heard watching like other reviews and stuff. Well, people were sitting there thinking this, so everybody was there thinking this or had that thought in their head, but he was the only one that said it out loud. So that makes him the bad person. No, he was the only one that he was there in the moment. He spoke his truth. Because if no matter what he said, if it was going to be like a darn if you do, darn if you don't, then you just speak your truth and let the chips fall where they may at that point. Because that's all you can do is be truthful to yourself and however that plays out. Because you can't be responsible for everybody else's feelings. That's not your job. You can only express yourself in the most articulate possible way that you know how to do it. And then everybody else, well, however other people react, they're going to react. You can't do much about that. Now, I mean, I don't think he was trying to be mean spirited or anything. I felt like he covered himself because he like sometimes I'm just too honest, so I felt like he covered himself as a whole. But again, people are going to react a certain way, and then even when he said it, and you had the girl that talks too much, when she came and automatically popped her balloon, right after. And it's like, okay, well, you're coming to the defense. It's kind of like the whole sisterhood thing again. But a lot of the time, they don't come to the defense of a man when they're coming to his face or coming to different man's face, telling them they're short and saying all kind of other stuff. That type of stuff flies. So it's almost like if you're gonna come in and like take up for somebody, let's do that all across the board. But that's not how that works either. So it's like, again, darn if you do, darn if you don't. So at the end of the day, just tell the truth, and we already know how people most likely are going to react, and it's just going to be what it's going to be. You can't control other people's feelings, and you're not supposed to.
Mm-hmm. All right, great take, Political. All right, Blessed. You can unmute. You can share your take, Blessed. If Blessed is here, or did Blessed leave the panel? All right. Okay, then we'll move on to Joshua. Joshua.
Good night again. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, listen. I've had enough. Listen to me what I gotta say, and listen to me carefully, cause I'm now gonna say it again. What this man say, it wasn't wrong, it wasn't bad, it wasn't lame, and it wasn't corny. Now let me tell you why. The host themselves tell you say them want people to be specific. Watch all of the pop the balloons. Every time a generic answer is given, look for Arlet face. Every time a specific answer is given, look on Arlet face. This man probably watch the pop the balloon and know that Arlet asks, what is it about her that is not your type or you didn't find attractive? Him said the wrinkles. Now let's be honest, everyone. We know that her appearance is out of the norm. When I say out of the norm, I mean it's exacerbated. You don't really see people who look like her in that extreme when it comes to the wrinkle. So now, because people know that subconsciously, them know say it's going to be a sensitive topic. Probably there's something where she insecure about because it's so noticeable. But people, them are focused on feelings rather than logic. Where him say him never mean it in a backhanded way. Most of the times when other comments given, like him would like somebody taller, you can hear or see say behind it, they mean it in a backhanded way. They mean it in a way for say, I'm saying this, but I mean it as an insult. Him never mean it as an insult. Him say what him never like about her and that's it. But people in them feelings, and I take it the wrong way. Not know him say no bad. If you ask Arlet and BM, them wouldn't have a problem with what him say. Cause them want you to be specific. But the problem is, people get upset with generic answers, but people are going to turn and say him should have give a generic answer instead of being specific. So is it a case where everybody for just give generic answers from now? You're not my type. You're not attractive. Initial attraction. Be honest with me. Be real. And that's it. That's all I have to say.
Okay. So I can talk to you, sure. To correct you, Miles, nobody's saying she's ugly. That's not the comment that people are saying. I don't think I've even seen a comment on the video where somebody said she's ugly. She's not ugly by any means. So, but I'm gonna unmute you so you can talk your point.
It's not a lot of people type.
Yeah.
I don't care how smooth you say it, brother. It's still lame as hell.
Stop, you stupid.
In your opinion.
I don't, man.
It's your
Come on,
opinion.
bro.
Hey, y'all don't gotta agree on each other's opinion, but if he says it's not lame, then that's not lame to him.
Agree to disagree.
I'm gonna keep it a band, West. I'm interesting. It's interesting hearing your take on this because I know you.
Yes, you do.
I know you a lot. And it's interesting this is the stance that you're taking because, Bo, we have cooked people for less. And I'm hearing this stance.
Yeah,
but it's like, it's weird to me, bro.
Yeah, but look, the caveat to you hearing me say worse things about these people is that I've only said worse things to you in the confines of our safe space. A call that nobody can be in, a phone call, a text message, that's it. The person I am when I walk through these doors and I get in a call with you and I say what, we talking about, is not who I am outside, because we had this discussion before. You can't be honest to everybody outside. If I was honest to everybody outside, the first day I walked into that fashions class, I would have got kicked out. The first day I walked into my filmmaking class, I would have got kicked out. It's certain stuff that you cannot say to people or say about anything when you go outside. These are the conversations that we have that you talk to family about or friends about. And to me, it's still one of those things. It's literally, it's like, don't get me wrong, Hurdle, you can say whatever you want to say, but there are consequences for the things you say. I feel like that ideal has been lost. Like when people, you get racist, people would be like, oh, I can't say this, I can't say that. Nah, gang, you can say anything you want, but there are consequences.
No, and
I don't think that anybody
that's the whole point. That's the whole point I'm making though, West. That's literally the point I'm making though. That's the whole reason why I'm even doing this. That's the point I'm making. At the end of the day, I would rather people say it and deal with the consequences than people be two-faced about it. That's my whole point. I would rather we be genuine and keep it 100. And then if somebody feels some type of way, you gotta take what comes with it. I don't like the two-faced part. I don't like seeing somebody say somebody's beautiful, but then they go in the YouTube comments, because it's happened with our own reactions. Even people come into our comments that we're reacting to in the video, and then they go in the comments and the same girl they were paying compliments to, they dissing her. The same dude that they was calling handsome, they dissing him. That's what I'm saying.
See,
I don't like I don't like two-face, bruh.
And I understand it. That's why I respect what he did. He did it of his own volition, that he had to take whatever he took with it, which is the YouTube comments and everybody in the chat saying what they got to say about Buddy. Me personally, I wouldn't do nothing like that. It's lame to me. But he did it, and he took everything that came with it. Just like everything I say about people or the conversations we have, I say it in the comfort of my crib. Because one, I'm not opposed to the consequences that come with the things I say, but I also know the notion of bringing unnecessary stuff to myself. All the people, the internet is crazy, and the internet in and of itself is lame. So all the people who feel some type of way about Buddy said, they the lame type of people to go to his comments on wherever, or like anytime he posts something, people find them, even though luckily his Instagram wasn't out there. It's going to be associated with him because this goes viral every week. So everything that he said and however people feel about it, he gonna have to deal with that, and it's gonna come up. He ain't just gonna, like Alex said, they gonna find him.
Right.
Yeshua, I don't even want to hear what you saying no more, gang. I'll be honest with you.
Y'all, no beefing, bro. Valencia said, right.
You can respect something and it still be lame. I respect DDG's ability to make money. He's still lame as hell. Like, it is what it is.
Right. So he's getting his consequences. What's the problem? The problem is not that he's getting his consequences. The problem is people telling people that he's wrong for being honest. His comment being rude, you can say that. Nobody cares. That's fine. But telling him he should have lied or he shouldn't have said it or whatever, that's where I disagree at. It's not bullying. You can say like he could have said something nicer. That's cool, I guess. But I don't think there was anything nicer he could have said about it. But I'm not mad at him for being truthful. I don't like that he said it, but I would rather he have said it than lied. That's my stance. That's the whole reason we're even having this discussion. I choose honesty and truth over people's feelings. Because at the end of the day, it's the same way when you talk about leading people to Christ. A lot of people don't want to hear it. If Jesus came down right now and start telling people the sins that they need to stop or the habits that they need to stop, everybody feelings gonna be hurt. And that's the truth. Everybody feelings gonna be hurt. Y'all all gonna have something wrong with y'all, and y'all all gonna be offended. People are gonna be so offended, people gonna start cursing at Jesus. Because look what happened when Jesus was walking the earth. He told people the truth, and they killed him. Look at Malcolm X. Malcolm X was telling black people the truth, and they killed him. That's
Get your hand out of my pocket. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Get your hand out of my pocket. They ran up and gunned him down. What are we talking about? History repeats itself. But go ahead, Miles. My fault, man. Get your hand out of my pocket.
Oh no, I was enjoying it. I like that. That was my favorite part. Yes, I wish I'd have had that line in the movie. I'd have said that thing cold too. Get your hand out of my pocket. Yeah, that was cold when he said that. That was the coldest setup I ever seen. Okay. Okay.
All right, lucky.
Here we go. What was Buddy wrong in the law of the land? If you took it to the courthouse, no, he wasn't wrong. So you can't really condemn him. He didn't really do nothing wrong. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at social media. Everything was actually kind of smooth, if you be honest. If you notice when he said it, did anybody really care, honestly? Arlette did exactly what I thought she was going to do. She diffused it and said, okay, let's go on. Let's move on. Because she didn't even want to escalate it. Usually when something like that happens, she just kind of like, don't keep going. Just kind of, okay, cool, let's move on. And the other girls didn't really care. It was the yapper who gaslight the whole thing. I think her doing the talking and doing the yapping made social media kind of in an uproar because she just kept going and going and going. And it was just like, okay, like you really like gaslighting this with your talking. Like just, if she wouldn't have said nothing, nobody wouldn't even made a big deal out of it. It would just been, okay, she got wrinkles, whatever. But she made it worse. It's like it was already fire there and she just put gasoline on it. And that's pretty much kind of like what I seen. As far as, the double standard, I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. But yeah, no, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong. It's unfortunate. The comments was killing old girl though. That was the funny part because the comments, they called her like a sparring partner, a greyhound face. I mean, they was killing her in the comments. Some of it was funny, but that's unfortunate. But no, it's just how it happens, man. That's life. It's a show. That's all I got. Nobody's wrong in this situation. Everybody should just be nice to people. I'm a comedian and I do this for a living where I see people in my face all the time. At a comedy show, I can go off like that. On a show like this, I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have said that, but I'm a professional. He's not. So, it's a little different, but I mean, that's it. I mean, that's what you get when you got young people. And he's a cat lover too. What you expect from a cat lover? So there you go.
That's crazy.
Well, there you go.
Sitting here with a phenomenal strangers now.
Dead ass. And I agree with him. I'm on the same wave. Like, I wouldn't have said it. It just seemed kind of unnecessary to say it. But I get it.
I mean, he's a cat lover. I mean, that's what I'm not saying.
Too.
Right. And actually, I asked somebody, and I asked in the comments, and I know this is probably a no, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Do y'all think maybe just by the way he speaks, the way he acts, could you surmise that he might be sassy?
Dang.
Do y'all think he's sassy? Do you think?
I didn't get that at all.
Why would we use that word to describe him as a man?
Well, no, I mean,
that word.
Valencia, somebody just got called sassy. Where you at? He just got called sassy. What you gonna say? Let me hear it. I want to see I'm looking at the chat right now.
Is he sassy for having his
Where you at, Valencia?
He's sassy for being sincere? I'm confused.
So he's sassy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. We can call him sassy. We can call him sassy, but he can't say she got wrinkles on her face. That's crazy. All right, bro. I got
no. We talking about his overall. We talking about his overall. Just him as a person overall. From the beginning he walked out to the minute he left.
He was professional the whole time. He was professional the whole time.
Exactly. How would that classify as sassy?
What sassy behavior did he demonstrate?
He got a cat, first of all.
Okay, animal excluded, because it don't matter what kind of animal you got. how was his whole behavior on the show sassy? I want to know.
If this was a different chat, we'd be having a much different conversation.
Wouldn't it be the way he speak? It doesn't come off sassy. Just his tone and delivery that doesn't come off sassy.
No, I think he's a little soft spoken, but I don't think he's sassy.
Somebody just got timed out in the chat. What happened? Somebody got cooked. What happened, bro? Nate, what happened, gang?
Somebody got cooked in the YouTube chat?
Somebody got destroyed in the YouTube chat, bro. I don't know what just happened. I just saw a whole bunch of text get blurred out. Hey, man, it wasn't Ray. No, Ray didn't get smoked. Ray been chilling, bro. It wasn't Ray. He said dude was spamming. All right, hey man, that's none of my business, bro. But let's get on. Let's go. All right, Moss. Yeah, somebody got Thanos snapped. It wasn't me. I just want y'all to know when y'all be getting smoked in the YouTube chat, it don't be me. It don't be me doing it. Blessed, you're back up here. I don't know what happened last time, but if you want to say the point, go ahead.
I appreciate y'all. No, you're fine. Okay, so in my opinion, I feel like he didn't have a moment. Like he just blurted out what he really wasn't like physically attracted to, and it was the wrinkles. Which is his words. Because Arlette does always ask, like, okay, what makes them your type? Like, what is it? And sometimes she'll even double down and re-ask, like, is it like, you know what I'm saying? But I think, one of the things I wanted to point out, the yapper, I literally don't remember her name. Was it Hadger? Okay. Hadger, she's ended up popping because he didn't say it in a different way, but she said she wanted honesty. But I just found it very interesting that the man she ended up mashing with, when that man called another lady in the lineup very beautiful, she almost popped because of that. So I'm like, well, how can you even say, it's like the men can't win for nothing. They're here to find a match. If the lady's pretty, he's gonna say she's pretty. He gets asked, is that not your type? Why is that not your type? And then she's gonna pop either way. So I feel like it's a double-edged sword, and there's just no win. So that's all I wanted to say.
You're darned if you do. You're darned if you don't. If you insult somebody, quote unquote, you're done. If you compliment somebody, quote unquote, you're done. If you say some BS, oh, it's just the initial attraction, you're done. If you say what it really is, you're done. It's just the internet. You can't win, bruh. You can't win. I thank you for bringing that point up, though.
It's not a real place.
It's not a real place, man. Armed Swordsman, I know you've been waiting, man. My fault. Go ahead, Armed.
Yeah, bro. I've been waiting, but I'm actually kind of glad so much people came before me, because bro, I have to agree with you guys. Cinder, West, I got to disagree with you guys. I don't think he's lame, bro. Like, honestly, even the way he said it, he almost whispered it. So you can tell that the way he said it wasn't meant to offend him. He was just being honest. And to me, I rather you crucify me for being honest than crucify me for telling a lie. I rather the truth be why I die and is persecuted than the lie. Because if I say the truth and it offends you, and I accept the consequences that comes with that. Now, if I say a lie and it offends you, it's like almost double offensive. Because one, it wasn't the truth, so that wasn't the real problem. So now, not only do you not know the real problem, but you're offended by what I thought would have been better. So to me, the truth is going to always stand. People say he could say it differently. I mean, sure. But literally, if you look at interaction, when Arlette asked him to clarify, he said it in such a way where it was almost like it was whispering it. It was just saying, I know how this, he said it's like, I know how this sounds, but this is what it actually is. And I feel like there are some things that we know are problematic with us. So There are some things that we know that this is something that I've constantly, people have told me that they don't like this about me, right? So if somebody says that, I think there has to be a point where you're like, okay, I've heard this before. If it's something that you can't fix, then you just accept it and say, hey, that's it. Because I also agree with Miles where he was saying that the girl beside her, she was the one who was like bringing it up again and again, and it's like, okay, chill. It honestly could have just died there. And I think if it had died there, it wouldn't have been such a big thing. But as I said, I'd rather die for the truth than die for the lie.
Okay. Fair take.
And just to know, I'm not sure how I got tagged into the lame comment thing. That was not me. I'm not sure how I got dragged into that. I just said I thought it was a little bit rude. That's it. I didn't think it was necessary. But...
He said, I gotta clear something up real quick. I was not at the crime scene.
Yeah, so
I wasn't there.
Wait a well, excuse my French. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't do none of that. But yeah, I hear you.
I got you. Hurdle.
I don't even know what guys.
What happened? What?
KiteZz, I'm sassy. I like cats, bro. I'm sassy.
My hands is up, bro.
I'm sassy, bro. My life is over, dog. Dang, I can't like cats anymore.
I'm up.
Nah, bro. I didn't think he said anything wrong. I think it would honestly be disrespectful to not answer the question as our laid it out. And I feel like he was being as honest as he possibly could be without being intentionally rude. So that's my opinion on it.
Okay.
What do you think, KiteZz?
I already said it. I feel like him being honest was the best decision. That's how I feel. I would rather people be honest.
Too. Facts.
Okay. Shout out to Hurdle. Who else? Oh, I think it's just Jules and Yashua. So Jules, go ahead. We can move on.
I'll let the Master Prophet speak first.
The Master Prophet. All right, Yashua, go ahead, man.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Listen, I have to make sure so you can hear me when I say this. Cause all of this argument, I try my best not to crash. But listen, I'ma first address this. I find it so dishonorable and distasteful that them are gonna use the fact say him have a cat for call him sassy, and even for bring up the word sassy. Cause that is like you have a argument with somebody, and because you can't beat them logically, you attack them personally. Now when the word sassy come up, I almost blew up the entire place. Because listen, make we get to the root of the word sassy. Sassy was something for use against men, for demean them, for call them gay, or for belittle their masculinity as a way for emasculate them. So for you call him sassy, because film action was nothing short of masculine. Him say what was right, him be bold, and him say it as it is. That is a masculine thing. So you can't call him sassy for that. You understand? Now, the second thing more to say, what is the real reason why this specific instance is causing so much outrage? Many other people say so much thing. A man get called gay to him face. People diss a man because him bald. People diss a man because him short. Even the other man we say we be vulnerable and say him was sometime-ish and him change it and then pop on him. Why is it that this thing him and them say is not the way him say is how him say it? Him say it in the softest way possible. Him whisper it, him never say it loud, him never say it in the derogatory way where him could have say it, him say it in the most polite way possible. So I think it's not about what him say, but is the implication behind it. People are look on the girl and I feel pity for her and I cuddle her because they think that her feeling is hurt or it's an insecurity. because it's obvious wrinkles like that we don't see it a lot, right? So answer me this: why is it that this situation is getting highlighted over all of the atrocious things, and why is it that the other things will happen? Nobody knows say, oh, them should have just say generic, not be so specific, but everyone is saying it for this. Me need an answer, me need it now before me crash.
I don't think there is an answer. It goes back to what West
at this point in particular.
Oh, go ahead, Senator.
No, I was just trying to figure out like why this point in particular is blowing up more than the most. Because it's a man insulting a woman. That's it.
Hey,
that is true.
Yep.
I said that.
And
no, we all know that. We all know the answer.
I was about to say it.
Because if it was the other way around, they'd be like, "Talk your talk, Queen."
No matter how much we try and wrap around the mental gymnastics, you will never be able to get down to the core issue of a double standard. It will always be a double standard. So, anytime a woman could say the most heinous stuff possible to a dude, it is what it is. It got said to a dude. You say the most heinous thing you could possibly say to a woman, you the scum of the earth. That's just how it is. It's never going to change. Nobody in here has the ability to make that thing change. The only person who has the ability to make any real change is not worried about the double standards that men and women have. Just that simple.
Valencia said most of those other interactions made it to the shade room to be cooked. This hasn't even went viral yet. I can't argue with that because I don't look at the shade room. So if that's what it is, I don't got to fight in that one. What Jack Webb said, what's up, Kite and Alex? How you doing? All right, Jules, go ahead, wrap it up so we can move on, so we can get off this, so we can go to a next segment or a topic. If Alex has a topic now that she's here. Blame the feminist movement. My hands is up.
Even if it wasn't an insult, people still took an insult to it. They took offense to it. So
right.
Semantics.
Yeah, it's semantics at the end of the day. I didn't perceive it as an insult, but a lot of people did. So it's semantics. You can't tell people how they feel about it. You get what I'm saying? Jules, go ahead, man. Y'all don't know the definition of insult because that is not what an insult is. Right. You sure, bro? It's all right. We can do it. Let's do it. Let's take it there. Insults: to speak or treat with disrespect or scornful abuse, a disrespectful or scornfully abusive remark or action, an event of occurrence that causes. Oh, dang! Insult is an actual medical term. All right, but I think like I said, it's more subjective because you can't like. People are like everybody's up here said we didn't take it as an insult, but people did take it as an insult. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we can't tell people how they're supposed to feel about a comment. Right. We can't tell people how they feel about a comment, right? To some people, they think, oh, telling me, oh, Kite, you fat, bro. Like they think that they're trying to tell me like, hey, bro, you look big. Lose some weight, gang. I want to see you healthy, right? But I can take it completely. I was like, dang, bro, like, why you throw that jab at me, dog? Like, what's up with you? But a lot of people, some people are genuinely more concerned for the health implications. So it can be offensive to some. It can be. That's why they keep taking it back to semantics. Is that the word? Semantics? It's like,
yeah. I
get it. I don't think he was insulting her, and that's why So if somebody compliments me and I felt like it was an insult, so does that the meaning the word shifts based on my perception, or does the meaning stay the same? Universally, people will still interpret it as a compliment, but then there are multiple cases of there's been situations on the show where somebody called a girl thick. Oh, you mad thick, and she's like, oh, so you think I'm fat? But then there's times where you go, oh, girl, you mad thick, and she's like, period. Like. It's all perception. Universally, we can agree it's not an insult. Nobody here is saying it was an insult, but we're saying to the outrage, people took it as an insult. That's what people are saying.
And you can't dictate how people feel about something. It's literally just that simple.
Yeah.
Like you already said. We just had some stuff that happened in our group To which the individual who perpetrated such acts probably wouldn't have thought it was that deep. But to everybody else looking in, it was that deep. It's literally about perception.
Right.
If they perceive it as an insult, it's perceived as an insult. Don't matter what the Webster says.
Right.
It's just that simple.
Right. I get what you're saying though, Yushu. But everybody up here agrees it's not an insult. We're saying it's an insult for the sake of people who are feeling it. Felicity said, yeah, don't call me thick. I'm one of those people. Prime example. It just happened in 4K. It keep happening. Thick to some people is a compliment, but thick to some people is an insult. Some girls don't want to be called thick. Some girl wants to be called thick. But all right, let's move on to the next part of the show that people weren't jacking. You guys' favorite superstar, Ice Spice, aka as called on the show, Ice Whack, which I apologize. That was not professional of me to call her that. Like people pointed out, I do have to watch my tone, watch my mouth. I can't be as blunt as possible, which I completely agree, because sometimes I be getting too passionate about the conversation and I get annoyed very fast.
You gotta hold yourself to a professional standard as a regular human being?
Apparently.
Let's go down over here.
Internet
Your
is crazy.
name and age.
I'm Janaya. I'm 25.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Just not my typical go for, you know? Just wasn't physically attracted. When I see my man, I want to be like, yes.
Oh.
I get it.
Okay. So what do you typically go for?
You know, I like my men a little. I'm getting there.
Come on, let's
My
hear it.
men a little bit more taller. Just, you know, I would say more on the taller side.
Okay. Like how tall? Like 6'9"?
Maybe.
I get it. Okay.
So how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
With the boots.
Realistically,
I'm 6'4". Like,
yeah. You know, but I like the outfit.
I appreciate you.
So
Did she have heels? Did she have heels on, gang?
Yes, she has heels on, brother. Yes.
It's another instance of some lame. Oh my god.
So here we have Miss Ice Spice. She said that she prefers her man a little taller. Keep in point that she's wearing heels in this photo, and he is 6'2", 6'4" with shoes on. He was looking down at the women the entire segment. She told him that she prefers her men to be taller. He made the joke, oh, you want a man at 6'9"? She said yes. But my thing is this, how do you guys feel about this? Because now we're getting to a point, the height conversation has already been a trash conversation to begin with. And it seems like as we get more and more people who go on this show, they're making the height conversation even worse than what it was. Because we already had the lady that was 5'11" and she was wearing 4-inch heels, and there was a guy who was taller than her, who was 6'2", 6'3", and she called him short and said, no, I need a tall man. But everybody had to point out to her, you're wearing heels. And she was like, yeah, but the heels don't make the difference. She got cooked. But the height conversation to this point, I think it's bad on both ways now, because we're starting to see more guys come on the show and they reject women for not being tall anymore. Just like women are rejecting men for not being tall anymore, which I don't understand why people suddenly think that just because you're 5'6", you're more handsomer than a guy who's 5'5". But what are you guys takes on this segment? How did you guys feel about this segment? Is she delusional? Is she right? Is it preference, like everybody likes to say? What are y'all general takes on it? Because I feel like the height requirement demon has done irreversible damage as a society, and soon we'll stop repopulating, because pretty soon humans are gonna stop sleeping with other humans because they not 5'9". Well, actually 5'9" is short now, apparently. Humans gonna stop sleeping with other humans because they not 6'5". So we just gonna die off as a society. But Shot Caller, you up first, man.
Alrighty. So the height conversation at this point, it is what it is. We know women like height, and now we're seeing dudes, like, I guess they got a dream of having their children possibly be world-class athletes or whatever, or at least to be considered in their field or for whatever reason. But I really came up to point something out. That whole statement in itself about her wanting someone taller was asinine, because if you noticed, Buddy came up there, he was 6'2". She said, I need somebody taller. The next guy after him was around that same height. And if you notice, she stuck around a little bit longer to see if she was going to get chose or to see what he had to say or whatever. I really feel like she wasn't attracted to Buddy.
Okay. That's a fair point. All right. Shout out to Shot Caller. All right. Duty Mac.
I'm gonna try to do this in a bullet point style. Number one, high conversation. Yeah, the second that anybody brings it up when they up there, you automatically goofy to me. Automatically. I've said this numerous amount of times. I'm not even saying that just because I'm short, because I'm 5'4". But me being short, while I've gotten cracked on about that, I've still managed to pull women. So that's a non-factor. In the words of one of my homies, in order for you to win when you go on this show, they just gotta like you. When they like you, you can get away with whatever. They don't care if you're short, tall, fat. It doesn't matter. They have to find some type of attraction to you. When they don't find an attraction to you, that's when they start pulling, well, he's too short. He's just not tall enough. Meanwhile, you got a 4'9" elf looking up to a 6'5" giant, but somehow, some way, he's still not tall enough. Which is translation to say, I just don't like him, but because I don't want to be honest, going back to that honesty thing, I'm gonna just bring up his height. So one more time, you bring up height, you automatically goofy. Second thing, Shorty, the fake Ice Spice. Kites, let me tell you something. I understand you gotta, be professional. I get all that. Don't you ever apologize for being honest. Don't you ever apologize for being honest. Because one, I found this to be funny. And two, she's, again, another goofy. When he said, you need somebody 6'9". Oh, maybe. But Shorty, he's looking down at you. He's looking down at you. Make it make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? We really are sitting here. I'm saying this last thing, I'm done. We are really sitting here, and I'm not saying us, I just mean people in general. We're really sitting here divulging over insignificant things like height and skin tone and a myriad of other things to determine if we want to be with someone or not, as if we're going to go off into the sunset with them the next day, when that's not going to happen. We're really doing this. This is how we vet now. This is dating now. Yeah, G, we all cooked. It's over with. The dating game is over with, man. It's been over with. It's dying. Pretty soon, when our generation gets old, we're gonna be the last generation, because nobody out here is trying to look beyond the surface of things. So that's my take.
Hey, talk your talk. I have to sneeze, but who came up? Man, somebody talk.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Oh God.
About to say, yeah, well, yeah, sure, that's fine. Go ahead, bro.
Oh man, my gosh.
Okay. My vengeance has been quelled for now. But this is the perfect example. We see what happened when you be honest. Last segment we just talked about. Now this is the perfect example of what happens when you're not honest. To me, it's obvious to me it wasn't about the height at all. What tipped me off? First she said she want to see her man. I say, my man, whatever. Pause. But I don't think it was a height, because when him cracked the joke and say you want somebody 6'9", she said maybe. She never say yes, So what I think it was, he was her ideal height, but probably him face wasn't attractive to her, probably him style wasn't attractive to her, probably even him hairline. But she just wasn't honest. And I don't think you should have apologize about it. Where did say what? Ice walk ice feel. But honestly, she should have just been honest and say, listen, he's my ideal height, but him face, him not really attractive to me in the face. You understand? So we are see a double-edged sword, you know. We see what happen when you're honest, and we see what happen when you're not honest. So now it's like, I don't know. That's it.
There's no winning. There's no winning because Valencia also pointed that out. Yeah, it wasn't about the height. She wasn't attracted to him. But my thing is, that goes back to what I'm saying. If it wasn't about the height, she did more damage to herself by making it about the height when she could have just said, he doesn't look as good as she wants. She just threw the height out for neutral, and now she getting cooked on the internet for saying the height thing, but it really was, she just wasn't attracted to him. So it's like, do we want people to be honest, or do we want to sugarcoat and tap dance? Chris, go ahead.
What's up, man? How you doing, KiteZz?
I'm doing terrible. I feel terrible, but I'm here, man. I'm here.
Oh my God. Amen to that, man. Let's pray for you, dog. Let's pray for you.
I appreciate you.
I want to know, guys. I got a question. Why in the world are you caring about what these women say? Why? Why does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? Listen, this same woman can say that she wants somebody 6'9" and be with somebody that's like 5'4". Why? Because women are moved by their emotions. There's a reason why that they put soap operas at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, because they know women like drama. They know that women are more likely to buy products. Why? Because they're moved by their emotions. If the actual companies that sell stuff know this, how come we as men don't know this? Think about that. Think about that, gentlemen. See, women are moved by their emotions. So this same woman, you know what, KiteZz? Just like that woman, I think about a couple of like Pop the Balloons ago said that she doesn't do long distance, right?
Mm-hmm.
That same woman that said that she didn't do long distance got with a guy from Montana.
True.
Why is that? Because she was moved by her emotions through that man. That man brought out something from her. That's it. So I don't think we need to focus on height. I think we need to focus on ourselves as men and just focus on the women that are focused on us. That's it. Like, stop caring about what these women say, because here's the reality. They're going to be moved by somebody out there, but it has to be you. That's it.
Okay. He did bring up a good point, though. There was that girl that did say she doesn't do long distance, and then she saw a guy who he checked off every box that she liked and found out he was long distance, but she was like, oh yeah, I'm willing to work with long distance, even though she just told the other guy, I don't do long distance. So that is a good point. I can't be mad at good points. That is a valid point. Shout out to you, Chris. Poetical. Actually, Arm Swordsman. I keep making you go last. I'm gonna let you go this time. Go ahead, Arm Swordsman. If you're there.
He's muted.
Oh, do I not? Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah. I hate to do it, honestly, but I agree with Chris.
Huh. That's crazy.
Why y'all be talking about him like he don't have good points, bro? Chris be having good points.
Bro, Chris gotta be the Thanos of this stuff, bro. And we gotta be the Avengers, because he's doing 1v70 every episode, bro.
You know what I respect? No, but you know what I respect though? Even with everybody being like here he go when Chris come and talk, Chris gonna stand on business 99.99% of the time. Like, he gonna stand on business, bro. That's why I respect it. He gonna stand on business, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Chris. Keep doing your thing, bro. He stand on business, bro.
Yeah, for sure. For real. But he's right. He's right. And honestly, I was actually having a similar conversation with some of my coworkers today about I'd rather you be honest with me than tell me the lie. If you're honest, if I can work on it, I can get it done. But if you tell me the lie, then I'm working at the lie when the lie isn't even the problem. You get me? So I'm here thinking, okay, I gotta get taller. So I'm gonna do the knee surgery. And then my knees are gone. Now I can't walk. You get me? And that wasn't even the problem. Just come to find out, that wasn't even the problem.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like tell me the truth. If I'm ugly, you don't even have to pretty. For me, you don't even have to pretty. So you're ugly, me take it, me walk with it. No worry yourself. I have no shame when it comes to that. I'll take it. But if you tell me the lie, I say, all right, I'm gonna work on the lie. And then lose my legs. Can't not go that. Oh. No, fun and joke aside, the only thing though is like, I wish we weren't at this point, but unfortunately we are, where people honestly believe that somehow being taller makes a significant impact in, I guess, matching, dating, whatever it is you want to call it, mating, marriage. Like, at the end of the day, this is the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with, potentially. And for the height of that person to be a key indicator, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like one of the most important things to me. I'm more worried about whether or not I can talk to this person, whether or not I can trust this person, whether or not this person will listen to me, will make, like, there are other things to consider. But if height it is. Height it is. But still, tell me the truth instead of telling the lie.
Right. I agree. All right. Hey, talk your talk. Miles, we're gonna release your Uzumaki chains. We're gonna release you from the jutsus. You're now free. You're unchained. So what happens here is not in my control. What happens here is completely out of my hands. So Miles, go ahead, man.
Let's be respectful.
As long as I don't gotta censor it.
Body Iron Man, bro.
My hands is up.
It's gonna be that Titan fight. Iron Man versus Thanos.
Well, I mean, I box. I mean, you can call it what it is. I mean, it ain't nothing. 3 rounds, he done. I mean, that's light. I ain't worried about it. He too old. He what, 42? I mean, he too old for me.
Let's be respectful.
Yo, so
because I said he's too old for me to that's disrespectful.
I'm not saying it's disrespectful. I'm just saying let's say our point and be respectful.
You see, hey, I want y'all to all look at my camera. Everybody who's not talking right now, just hands up. Just hands up. Just put your hands up. This not it. This not us. Go ahead. My hands is up.
Nah, I'm gonna ignore things since apparently I'm getting called out by someone right now. Let me just leave it alone since I can't say nothing. Then apparently it's not my show, so I got to be respectful. So I'll just move on and just talk about just the situation at hand. Y'all want to keep gassing up, the guy that be talking about relationship advice that ain't got a woman. Hey, that's on y'all. But I'm gonna just mind my business with that anyway. Yeah, the height thing, it's a problem. It's a problem with the young generation. I forgot what the definition was called, but I forgot the name of it. But it's something where a lot of the young girls are getting smashed by a lot of tall guys, but they're not getting wifed up. So then they think because I guess they're having sex with tall guys that they think they deserve the tall man. And I forgot what the term was called. They're calling it something. I forgot the term, but yeah, that's kind of where a lot of that is stemming these days. And then they get older and some of them still want height, but then some of them realize that the height don't really mean nothing. To this day, I don't even know what's the obsession with it, other than I guess you could dunk a basketball. I don't get it. I'll never understand it as a man. I just don't get it. But as far as the other stuff though, I mean, like I said, I'm not even gonna get it to 42-year-old. Just leave that alone. But yeah,
because that's not limited to height. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Somebody said
just because you sleep with a 10 one time doesn't mean you like good enough for 10s. You was just a black
Yeah.
man type thing. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, and that goes on. That's been going on a lot, and and of course, as guys, we did kind of like start the trend with height, because we're the guys who picked the tall men to play basketball. We're picking the tall guys to play football with, and then the girls saw it, and then they started latching onto it. The phrase "tall, dark, and handsome" came into play, and then girls ran with that. So, is it our fault at first? You can say it. But really, though, we just gotta teach just ladies just better that that the height doesn't mean anything to when you're trying to find love. But again, these were young girls. You expect that from young girls. You expect that from somebody young. As you get older. But here's what's funny though. Y'all forgot about the group chat. It's easy to say that one time on the show. You know what I'm saying? And now I want to give a big shout out to somebody who was on the show, Risa. Because we talk all the time. Risa told me, and T. Pendel said it too, but I'm going to say it from my personal experience. Risa told me that they have a group chat that's bigger than the main group chat. She told me they got a group chat that's from season 1 all the way to right now, and everybody's on it behind the scenes. And a lot of them get together, even when they say, "Oh, you're too short. Oh, you're too fat. Oh, you're not good looking," and then they end up like hooking up.
So they
this is what Risa told me. She told me that. Yeah.
They're fighting.
Yeah, Risa told me. Yeah, this has been going on. I'm glad she told me, but and I'm like, heck, T. Pendel kind of said it. I'm like, I know too, because she just told me yesterday. She was like, oh yeah, and she showed me the actual chat. I'm like, wow, you see everybody on there. I've seen Jessica, Dwyra, a lot of people on there. It's a lot. They call it like the global chat that somebody made. And they just be hooking up and stuff like that. So the height thing is silly on the show, but it's like, what's that saying I said before? Everybody want Captain America, but don't nobody want to settle with Steve Rogers, I guess is the analogy. But yeah, man, you just find love, man. Just don't worry about the height. And this just comes from someone who actually has a woman, unlike the other guy who be having an opinion about relationships and ain't got no woman. I ain't saying no names. I'm just saying, the guy that be coming out here, 42 telling everybody just to get your body right, he ain't got a woman to stand on with his opinions and stuff. I just want to throw that out there again. And yeah, I'm done.
Often interesting.
Why you say it like that?
What?
Well, Chris.
So Monet, how you doing?
Chris, go ahead. You came up here. Go ahead.
No, was that cat talking about me? I'm actually 41, dog. So hey, it's all good though. It's all good. Like much love though. But yeah, I want to comment on this. Looks, guys. It's not about your looks. Women also pay attention to your behavior and mannerisms. So how you act. Are you dominant? Are you masculine? Women pay attention to all that stuff. No, it is not how much you make. None of that stuff. They pay attention to how you actually act, right? Are you confident, right? Like, are you sociable? Those are the things that women pay attention to. So, for example, you can have a whole bunch of money, but if you're, let's say, nervous or scared to talk to them, none of that means anything. But if you come off confident, like, you could be broke and still be confident. But that's what women pay attention to.
Okay.
And a lot of you guys don't realize that because you guys are so focused on the looks. Because, women talk to good-looking guys all the time. I don't know if you guys know that or not.
Okay. Talk your talk, Chris. I would like to applaud the fact that Miles threw out a level 1 super and Chris proceeded to down back, square, deflect the level 1 super off the screen. And you gotta respect it, bro.
You should.
You gotta respect it, bro.
As he should, okay?
You gotta respect the game,
bro. No, see, stop, bro. See, here's my thing, bro. Homie has never once been disrespectful when he came on this panel. I just find it funny how we are giving him the issues and being disrespectful to him when he has not once disrespected anybody since he's been on this panel. And I got receipts, so please try me. But you know, I love that level 100 deflecting he was doing.
That was crazy. That did not go how I thought it, but Chris is unmovable. He's unmovable, I guess. All right, poetical. Miles, you got me crying. Miles, you a fool, bro. Go ahead, poetical.
Yeah.
Somebody said he deflected a level 3 super from Ryu.
But yeah, hold on, because I think I lost track with that a second. But I mean, like I said before, I said this maybe a couple of flock talks ago. When a woman likes you, roadblocks become on ramps. Meaning that when, like people been saying here, if a woman likes you, then the list gets really short. You know, all this other stuff, you got to be this high, you got this, that, and the third. A lot of those things, they start to matter less and less if she really likes you, which kind of goes into some of the stuff that Chris is saying. Like, if you're just a man, you do what you're supposed to do, you focus on yourself, you'll attract the women that like you for you and all that other stuff. So it's like, you know, she said something to the guy about his height and stuff. And again, like, this goes back to us having the conversation about telling the truth when the first dude that came out. And, you know, when you stand on truth and stuff, then when people start pointing out other areas, it's not going to make sense. That's why it's important to tell the truth, because it's like she started going about the height thing. He's already 6'2". He's wearing boots. He's possibly 6'4". Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he's already tall enough. So her counter argument was just pointless at that point. It didn't make sense because she wasn't telling the truth. The truth is she probably just didn't like how you look. She didn't like the swag, whatever. Okay, well, and then if that's the case, just say that. Because at the end of the day, just tell your truth, be truthful about it, because like he's gonna ask you the question and try to get clarification, and just tell the truth. And you don't have to backtrack. You don't have to worry about, you know, going back and possibly, I lied about this or that. If you tell the truth the first time, it's simple. The pathway after that is very simple.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. Yeah, sure. You're the last person on this little topic, and then we're gonna get to the final topic because I don't think we can go for 4 topics. I am starting to get a headache.
We kind of stayed on that the last one too long.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap it up. The last one gonna be a speed one. I'm starting to sweat and I'm not feeling good, so we're gonna be smart about this one. But you sure, go ahead and finish it up, big dog.
Yeah, man. Thanks again for letting me speak again. So, you know, I just want to jump into this with, you know, ride the train, pause. So, what I want to say is, we as men, we should be able to just be secure in ourselves, work on what we already have. We already know improvement from the red pill, basic stuff. With that, you should be able to know and discern when a girl likes you for you, and when you are her ideal type, because that will then allow you to be able to sidestep whenever you see somebody a gay BS, basically. Because it obviously the girl saying him height wasn't the real reason why she up. But you as a man, once you can tell that a girl isn't into you or is into you, you'll be able to see when she not be upfront. That's just a given. You understand? And with all when it comes to a woman who likes you, there's a lot of preconceived notions when it comes to black men and men on a whole. with the rise of feminism, what you call it, feminism, and the over-sexualization of men. When you look at that scene, they call some type of men bulls, mostly black men. They are tall, dark, and a certain type of look to them. Because of that bleed into the culture. So that's why in the Western world you see them so obsessed with height. Because there's a preconceived notion that when you're taller, you're more dominant. Certain things about your body part is a bit more endowed than other people who are shorter, which is just a preconceived notion. So with that, they already have an image of you. And what they want is for you to just fulfill that image. If you notice, the men that are there who the women find attractive, if they're just calm, easygoing, and they just speak strong or they just speak loudly, then that is enough to fulfill their preconceived notion. So they just go with them. But like with the other youth where did I wear the tank top? Yeah, him a shrug every time and him a do all of this. That he go against their preconceived notion of him. Because him muscles did a show him the tall, but then the way him act, them a say, him is not what me imagine him to be, even though him have the attributes, so them pop. So that's about it.
Jules, what would your topic be?
My topic is: do you think the last dude that came on, do you think he was there to really find love, or to give himself more clout than he already has? He already had.
You talking about this dude right here?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Thank you for this, Jules, because I actually got a topic on this. Actually, bump all this. Jules, thank you. You're golden. Bump all what y'all was about to say. Let's talk about this couple. Now that we think about it, let's talk about Miss Dior and Miss Yapalot, because they matched, and this was by far the most unloved involved match I've ever seen on this show. This was the most clout, or man, this match in general just did not feel authentic at all.
Technician. But to my Instagram page.
Let me get the full interaction. This was cooked. The fact that this was a match and Arlette really, like, they really just let this go, I was like, nah, there's no way.
You're a very beautiful woman.
Thank you. Okay, period. Because I was gonna say, she is such a beautiful woman, but the way you said it, I was almost gonna pop. It was more like she was like the love of your life, you know, talking about your very well. That sounds so jealous. I'm not jealous. I'm just joking. But the handshake definitely made up for it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You still got your balloon. Why so?
He is so nice. Like, even with the compliments he's giving the other girls, regardless of if they popped on him or not, I think that's really cool. Also, I love the way you were dressed, even if you are flashy. I think it's really, it's the vibe for sure. I don't know what these are, Alexander Wang. Exactly. Also, I started content too, so I'm a nail technician. But to my Instagram page just got to over 100K, which is super cool. Thank you. I know within the past year. So I would love to learn from you if that's your full-time thing. I'm really working on just like making money off of it because I still do nails. So it's kind of just something that I'm working towards and just learning more about content creation and social media. And if you can afford designer, just like I'm kind of assuming here, but if you can afford designer and you can pay your bills, I'm guessing you're doing really good with the social media thing. I would love to have a job that I just 100% really am passionate about and something that I enjoy doing every day, something that doesn't feel like a 9 to 5. So I just feel like I could learn a lot from you, and you're really nice.
So if you don't mind me asking you a question, you said that you're a nail tech. So why isn't that something that you want to pursue long term?
So it was a really fun goal and challenge.
Is that not a red flag?
Oh, it gets worse. I'm gonna skip past this yap session right here. Let's get past this.
Because she's pretty.
It got worse.
She's only
realizing that people are making money
Ignore
without
it.
even having to be there. So that's another goal and
Oh,
another
no.
challenge that I
People
want to
don't
get
talk
to
to
now.
enough pretty
Nails just
women,
doesn't
'cause
fill my
I
cup
would've
as much
heard-
as it used to be, or as
Let's
much
do
as
it.
it
Out of
used
there.
to,
I
I
would have
guess I
popped
could
it
say.
before.
Yeah, I'm with it. Let's do it.
Nah, it gets worse.
Wait, I have a few questions though. Are we there or no? Oh, okay. What do you post on?
Oh, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Cool. And that's your full-time income?
Yeah,
That's
I went
so
viral
cool.
on TikTok a few times.
Okay, look at you. I love to see it. What was my other question? Oh, where are you from?
Richmond, Virginia.
Virginia.
But I'm actually
Okay,
looking for somewhere to move to. I
Okay.
was set on Atlanta. I came to Phoenix. Phoenix is like beautiful. I think I might move there. But where are you
Okay.
from?
I'm from Minnesota.
I'm going to Minnesota.
Here we go. That's actually so funny. I'm dead. I think
That's the rest up here. Come on up here. Come on up. Let's go up
gets
here.
worse.
All right. If you guys have a final question for each other, you can feel free to ask it. If not, we can move on to the next stage.
Do you want kids?
I do.
Do
Yeah.
you have any?
No.
Okay. I think I'm good. Wait, how old are you again?
26.
Okay, that's perfect. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
That's the show on the road. We getting married by tomorrow, y'all.
All right. Let me ask my question. Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes, it is.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Yes, it is.
We got a match. I'll take the
He
mic.
don't talk to enough pretty women. He
Bro.
don't, and it shows. Homie has no motion. I'm sorry.
Bro, if that wasn't the most obvious, I'm in it for ulterior motives conversation I've ever seen on this show. She didn't talk to that brother about love. She didn't talk to that brother about the relationship. She didn't ask him how he deals with relationships. He didn't ask her how she deals with relationship. The entire conversation was about what he does for work and how he can help her get to the next level. And Buddy just skibbity doo tap dance straight into it. And I'm just like, ain't no way. But how y'all feel about that, man?
She's an opportunist, bro. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I ain't saying he ugly. I'll never say that about somebody. But you know, I can tell that he does not get a lot of female attention. So he came onto the show. She was the only one who had her balloon left. And so she played a little game with him. She gave him the little doe eyes, a little soft voice, a little giggle, a little everything. And he fell for it. Literal putty in her hands. And she literally got to ask those questions. And, you know, it became transactional. She made it very clear what she wanted. But seeing as everybody else had popped on him, he wanted to get a match. So he took that opportunity. They're perfect for each other.
Wes, what was you saying, bro? What was you saying, Wes?
I ain't gonna sit here and act like I got the most motion in the world, but you know some of the caliber of women that I dealt with, and I have left for less. So the moment she would have been like, "Oh, you making this much? Oh, you got enough to afford designer?" I would have pop. Where the pen at? Because what is you talking about? We ain't said nothing of value yet, and you asking me how much bread I got. Like, yes, that's an important question, but you don't even know who I am fundamentally. I don't even know if you like me. I ain't gonna say Buddy ugly, but I wouldn't gauge him for her type. I mean, come on, bruh. He too blinded by it. It's not that deep. There's plenty of fish in the sea. The fish might not be, you know, jumping at his line, but there's plenty of fish in the sea because there's no way that you got by that. And don't that other girl with the black dress got her balloon still?
No, that's the one she threw to him. She threw it to her after she matched.
Oh, okay. Threw it to her. Okay. So she was, yeah. I mean, like Monet hit the nail on the head. He just wanted to walk out there with a match. But I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen. Well, I can't say that. I'm sure a lot of the women who have been on at least a few and far between in some of these episodes has been genuine women. But like, nah, I wouldn't even want to get nobody off of nothing like this. It's just terrible.
What about you, Cinder?
Down bad. I don't even think that's a word.
It's like, bro, I'm low-key phasing out. But is low key sounding like robotic to me. It just happened so quick. I felt like it felt like this isn't even my sleepiness talking, but it felt like I was watching something and then I like blinked for a minute and then suddenly we were just on to the next part. And it was like, wait, did I just miss something? It's so just fast. It's like that's where I'm at.
All right, Alex, did you have an opinion, or you don't feel like talking?
Well, I feel echoing.
No, not right now.
Not for me. I don't hear them.
That's crazy. I could have been talking this whole time.
Did you have something to say?
Nah. Like I was saying in the comments, I think he gets pulled, or like he gets attraction from women, but his assets are more fascinating than him as a person. Like,
right.
She didn't point out anything. She didn't even try to take the time to get to know him outside of asking, "Do you want kids?" Like, you don't know this. You probably don't even remember that man's name, his age, nothing. You just know that he makes money off of doing content creation, and he does really well at it. And he walks around in the latest of designer, and that's the lifestyle you want to live. So, even though that's not her type, money don't have a type.
Spade.
X.
And here's the funny part. I don't want people to fall for this, right? They're both content creators. They both content creators, and they both watch these videos. They both watch the comments. Even if Arlette and them did a catch up, there's a very high chance they will fake that catch up for the sake of proving people wrong for clout, because there was genuinely no connection there.
Like what they were saying with Danny and Robin.
Yep, the same way people would think that Danny and Robin were faking it, bro. This will happen because they're both content creators. They're both content creators. So if he wants to go on there and they do that catch up, it's nothing for him to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fly out with you. We gonna sit up in your booth. We gonna talk about all these dates that we went to." It's so easy for them to fake if they really worked or not. It's really easy.
Yeah, but he's a content creator that likes what he does, and she's a content creator nail tech. She's tired of doing nails.
Yeah, and she's trying to get like what he's doing. That's what I'm saying. So it's easy for them to sit there and go on the catch up and be like, "Oh yeah, we're the perfect couple. She was everything I wanted." But then behind closed doors, they wasn't a match at all. You get what I'm saying? All right, let's get people up so we can hear their opinions. Nitro, did you have something to say? My fault.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So all of what you just said about that next catch up, because Arlette will be reaching out. They're either not going to be together, or they will truly be together, or it's going to look fake, right? But this is two words right here, at least in my eyes: business transaction. Because you heard what he had to say, you heard what she had to say, and there is nothing of substance whatsoever other than what, like Alex said, money doesn't have a type, so nothing outside of that has been spoken about. So what's being led here? Money. So that catch up's gonna be legendary.
All right, Jules, go ahead.
Well, y'all already took every point that I was gonna make, so thank you in advance. But the main reason why I wanted to bring up this topic in particular is because I was gonna propose the question: would what's the girl's name? I don't.
Hadger.
And yeah, pretty much. Would she be considered a pick-me girl based off their interaction?
Nope, she wouldn't be considered a pick-me. That we would put that in an opportunist. That was an opportunist. She wasn't there. She wasn't there to fake it to get his emotions or his love. She was there to get what she can get out of him. That was an opportunist. If anything, he was being a pick-me. He was being the pick-me in this situation, because he definitely didn't stand on business. She picked him, like Alex said. All right. Poetical.
So, first I'm going to say this. You're not a victim You're a volunteer. And I'll say that once again. Oh, nobody's a victim. You're a volunteer. She didn't really ask him. And I didn't even see this when I watched the episode. I guess I didn't really get to the end. I'm realizing that now. But now that I've seen it while everybody was talking, I'm like, she didn't really ask him about him.
Nope.
She just, what do you do? What do you do? Oh, you content create. He liked that. He started smiling because let's keep it 100. She's attractive. He liked what he seen. She was probably one of the most attractive on the panel, and she was still there when he got his chance. And she got something. Well, he got something for her in the form of content and helping her out in that way. She seen the opportunity and she took it, and she took advantage of it. And so, like you said, when they do the catch up, they can fake the funk and do all that stuff. Well, that's probably what's going to end up happening. But you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, I don't think too many people is going to feel sorry for him one way or another if the situation doesn't work out, because it wasn't that type of situation. This had nothing to do with, pop the balloon and find love. This is, okay, how can you help me come up? I'm trying to, boost my views. I'm trying to, get my riz up, my clout up, whatever you want to call it. And she found somebody that could help her with that, and there it goes. That's what this is. Transactional business transaction. 100%. And this ain't got nothing to do. Love don't live there. Ain't got nothing to do with love. Zero.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out Poetical. Armed swordsman, then hurdle.
Yeah, Knights again have won. All the major points have been said. The only thing I can add really is I kind of feel bad for him in a way. Like, assuming he likes her, and because he likes her, he wasn't focusing on the fact that she had no real interest in him outside of what he did and his success outside of that. I think he's going to be in for a rude awakening, honestly, and it's not going to be pretty. But this is why, there are basic things that you need to learn, and I'm actually quite looking forward to what Chris has to say about this, because he's the type of dude that Chris talks about a lot. Having the money is not enough, right? So, because in my mind, I put him in the same category as the Muzzies. You have the money, great. What else is there? Is there anything else there?
Right.
And based on what I saw, no, it doesn't seem that way to me. And it just seems as if he was so excited that somebody actually wanted to match with him that he just overlooked everything else. That's just my perspective. I could be wrong. But that's just how it seemed to me.
Right.
And honestly, if that's true, when he finds out what's actually going on, it's going to hurt him. And I don't wish that on no man. Whether or not they're naive enough or it's their fault, I'm not even talking about all of that, because we all can do things that improve, and we all have a blind side when it comes to certain things, right? We have all grown from certain situations, and if this is what it takes for him to grow, then all the best. But it's going to hurt if assuming he doesn't know what's going on.
Okay.
So that's
All
my
right.
Talk your talk. Hurdle, you up next.
What's up, Wes? I feel like the first red flag was her being a nail tech from Minnesota. That wasn't the first red flag for me. The second one would have been.
Got you.
The second one would have been. been her asking for, how much money I make. And on his side, I just feel like his decision criteria was like off. It seemed like his only criteria was a person with female body parts. That's how it seemed. He made it seem, because I don't even know if he was listening to her. I know she was yapping a lot, but she wasn't saying anything. Like she wasn't saying anything really about herself or how she could be compatible to him. And the conversation, like you said, typically steered on money. But a lot of dudes be getting played by the philosophy of liking somebody who likes me. But I just think that's not specific enough, because it leads to this. Because objectively, I mean, someone could say that she did like him, but it wasn't the criteria that he set for his match was very, very low standard.
Right.
So the requirement has got to change to someone that you can have a healthy relationship with.
Right.
Absolutely.
Shout out to you, KiteZz.
Hey, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for coming up here. Blessed said she has a new development. So Blessed, what development do you have, my friend?
Okay, so I was literally about to type in the comments, like, I was like, I guess that there was going to be 3 matches, because, like, when the live reaction started, and then there ended up being 3 matches, but I was surprised that there was, and I was like, wait, let me double check. So I went to the original channel of Arlette's, and in the comment pinned, Arlette 2 hours ago just put all of their Instagrams. So I don't know if like there was maybe like an error of not putting them in the video, but like everybody's Instagram is now pinned in the comment section. So just wanted to add that.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
I'll do this at the end of the flock talk, bro. It's gonna be over. We can't go hunting right now.
We can't go hunting, man. Hey, is it in there though? Real talk. Why did they double down?
Arlette, and we are here with another episode
No way. Nah, they did. Why? Why though?
About to say, yeah, they kind of ruined the whole thing, because I figured that if you take out the Instagrams, then people got to come on there to be genuine.
Wow. Y'all can see it on the screen. Yeah, they did, bro. Why?
Will I be?
The why would be because they always did it. So like now, it might cause a problem.
Because, bro, there's nothing to stop people from just going. Like, we talking about this chick right here. Literally this. There's nothing to stop people from doing this. I'm doing it right now. There's nothing to stop her
How
doing
you got
it.
113K and you don't know how to monetize your content?
Because she says she's done with being a nail technician. She says she's done. She says she's done being a nail technician. So it don't even matter.
So you finna throw 6
Arlette,
years
and we
of
are here with another
experience
episode
away
of Pop.
to try and make money on content when your whole following is based off the fact you know how to do nails?
Yeah. Who was the last guy? Was it Jordan?
What do you... Is she about to boot up a OF? Question mark?
Nah, I don't know what she finna do, but let's look at Jordan. Dang, bro. It's just, I actually don't like the fact that they doubled down and did this though. Because it was like, you were keeping them out of the limelight. Yeah. There go Jordan.
How he make money full time? Go to his socials.
I got you. There you go.
Yeah, he put the Pop the Balloon episode in there.
And it, boy, ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way.
Go to his TikTok. He said he makes more money on TikTok or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
let's see the
nah,
TikTok,
hold on.
man.
No way he not even monetized on YouTube.
TikTok at the bottom, bro. Where it say connect with me.
Yeah, he gotta be viral on TikTok, bro. Nah, he can't.
Aaron the plumber make more than him.
He
He
can't.
said that he went viral on TikTok. Where?
He can't.
Well, you never know. He might do like drop shipping or something like that. I don't know.
He's in for a rude awakening.
I don't think they should have posted the Instagram. Because I feel like the audience do too much.
He can't.
Catch-up's gonna be legendary.
He capped on his raps. Bro, he can't.
All right, let's chill out, bro, before he get in your YouTube comments trying to go ban for ban.
This is crazy, dog. What? Wow.
All right, and we are here with another episode of Pop the Balloon.
That's crazy. Now that ketchup gonna be crazy. What?
He went viral on the gram or viral on TikTok, and he only got 17K likes.
What? All right, hey man, Yeshua, go ahead. Go ahead and say your point, man.
It looked like he just started doing content.
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Bless you.
Thank you. I hope y'all didn't hear that sneeze. He's not monetized on any of those platforms. That's a finesser, bro.
Go ahead, Yeshua.
Go ahead, Yeshua. I'll be right back.
Yeah, with that development, I am completely befuddled. All my flabbers are utterly gasted. But otherwise from that, two perfect analogies. One for the man is that him in a one desert. You ever watch them show there where you're in a desert, the person in a desert, and they must see a mirage in the distance, a mirage of a lake, paradise. Yeah, that's what happened with him. Him in a dry spell. On the show, everybody pop on him, but somebody did the left, and he must see the mirage in the distance. Because the desire for drink is so strong, and because him just want to go in the paradise, him now look on the sign say him in a desert, the sun hot, heat rays there everywhere. Him just do anything, say anything, just forget to the mirage. But in due time, when him reach the mirage, him all realize say it was all just a figment of him imagination. Now the girl, an analogy for the girl. She is like a shark in a water and she smell blood. She see him in a dry spell and she say, listen, any little thing me tell him, he might run with it. Me just give him something was so nice and he might run with it. Me no need for do nothing much. And me can use him, there with him, and that will be it. So that's why it was very transactional on her part, and him just a say anything for make it work. So it rough. That revelation about the thing where them put back the IG, that's thirdly, honestly. That's it for me for tonight, guys.
All right, thank you for coming up, boss. Let me see. That man is still gone. I don't know, Alex. Is it about time to wrap up with the two Titans?
My fault.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
KiteZz
That's the last
back
two.
just in the nick of time.
Yeah, I heard you. I was putting my hands
that's all. So what is we doing? Is we letting Miles go and then Chris respond, or is we letting Chris go and then Miles respond?
I say let's let Chris go first.
And then Miles respond. All right.
Because I know Miles is an interesting person. Go ahead, Chris. How do you feel about this situation?
Chris, you got 2 minutes and 30 seconds, gang. Gatron, go ahead and go crazy. If the man is here.
All right. Well, if Chris ain't here, Miles, you are unchained.
Well, you want me to just tell you what Chris was gonna say? I mean, we could just. I mean, he say the same thing every week. It ain't like he's saying nothing new. You know what he gonna say. It ain't. It's the same thing. Man gotta do better. Man gotta work out. Man gotta feel accepted. Man gotta love themselves. Yada yada yada. Same old, same old. Do your push-ups. Eat your vitamins. Same thing, and just love yourself. The girl will come. It's the same rhetoric he's gonna say every. You can ask how to make cornbread, and he'll say the same thing. I swear to God, he will. He'll say the same thing. Yo, just do better, work out, eat your vitamins. You know, man, gotta do better. It's the same rhetoric every time, but whatever. He's the GOAT. That's y'all want to run with him being the GOAT, being the idle man. You know, even though he don't have a woman. Anyway, the whole situation with Buddy, he a simp. I mean, that's just what it is. He's a simp. She's an opportunist. You know, she's trying to leave with something. That's what, like I said in the chat. And again, the group chats, man. You know, that it's interesting, but he definitely a capper though. But I kind of knew he was broke from the beginning though. Nothing about him scream money. You know, this is AKA this Dolce and Gabbana, so I ain't really expect much from Buddy. So yeah, I didn't expect much for this. It's really nothing. Catch up's gonna be fun, but yeah, he's a liar, capper, poor broke, just goofy, and she's a yapper. So it's gonna be an entertaining catch up when she sees the truth on that social media. So that's gonna be fun.
All right, Chris, I'm gonna release your shackles. You are unchained, Chris. You may respond.
Oh, he tried to run because he didn't want to go first. Oh, okay, I get it. It was supposed to be age before beauty. That's why they had you go first, just so we know, Chris. So you understand. It was age before beauty, so that's why they had you go first. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking.
Chris?
Try leaving and come back, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, I'm
about
to
to
drag
say
you
leave
down.
and then when they invite you back up. Yeah.
Yeah, how did we get to this Chris thing anyway? I'm really kind of confused. I'm like,
if anything,
Nitro.
you want to know this? You want to know the truth?
Nitro.
You want to know the truth though? We were just gonna have you guys go last.
he gaslighting. Okay.
No. Hold on. The real reason was
I said so.
I'm not talking. My fault.
Hello?
Hey, yo, Chris. Chris, they set us up, man. I don't know how we got into this. I don't know. They trying to instigate it.
I'm not finna. Nope. I'm not letting you cap out of this one because you know what's crazy, Miles?
Yeah,
no, hold on. I gotta adjust that. I'm not letting you cap out of this one because what I was trying to say before I keep getting interrupted, the whole objective was y'all was supposed to talk about the little gold digger situation at the end right here. Now, when I unchained you, you were supposed to give your opinions about this segment. You spent half of your talking point throwing shade at this man, and he didn't even say nothing. Don't sit there and try to say people instigated it now. Nobody told you that Chris was your opposition in this segment except for people in the chat. We were all talking about something else. You threw those fireballs out by yourself. Nitro don't run this show. This Flock Talk with KiteZz and Alex. It's not Flock Talk with Nitro. Why you let Nitro bait you? This is the first time Nitro been on the panel the whole video. You let him bait you. You fell for this. Don't sit there and say, oh, they tried to turn us against each other. No, you stand on what you said. Chris, you threw all them super specials out him. Nobody told you to do
Yes, sir.
Now, Chris, go ahead and respond.
Okay, what am I responding to first and foremost?
Whatever
Nitro?
you feel like at this point, because you didn't.
Oh,
Nitro
no,
just wanted y'all to close it out.
no, I was gonna say Nitro was right. Guys do need to love themselves, and it's just about being consistent as a man. But anyways, about this topic here, guys, I want to hear y'all about. Oh, these women are gold diggers. These women just use men. When you actually are inviting this to happen to you. When you're inviting this, then you want to hold these women accountable for something that you're doing. Let that make sense.
Okay.
So we can't hold these women accountable for something that you're inviting. So if you're leading with your money, guess what? You get what you deserve.
Is he wrong though?
So I don't want to hear y'all. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it back. Is he wrong though? Miles, is he wrong? Don't be silent now. Where you at, Miles? Say something, Miles. Where you at?
Oh, okay. I was looking for my thing. I'm sorry, I ain't even see it. You know I got that vision thing. You know I got that vision problem.
Nah, forget
that.
that.
I'm
You
here.
sitting there-
Nah.
Is he wrong? Is he wrong for what he just said?
No, he's not. Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's not wrong.
That's crazy.
I mean, he wouldn't be.
But I
wrong.
can't agree with that. I can't. I'm not allowed to. Am I supposed to disagree?
It's crazy because you came out here and hit him with 3 level 3 supers, and then now you just like, oh yeah, no, he's right though. That's crazy.
Well,
Look, it's his voice sometimes that be getting me. I'm sorry, like. It just cause like you sound like Andrew Tate. Am I the only one that don't notice that? Like his voice, he got the same tone and delivery.
You don't sound like Andrew Tate.
You not standing on business.
It sound like his
buddy. You're doubling
his voice
down.
sound like
It's
Andrew
crazy.
Tate. It does sound like Andrew Tate.
No, Andrew Tate.
He sounds like something, and I get what he's saying because I can't.
Thank you. Is he try to call me like I'm lying?
I'm not jacking this. I'm not jacking this.
I think that this is not a point that Miles would like normally latch onto. Now, if Chris says some other crazy stuff, Miles would be all over that. But like, if he's saying something that's objectively, not even objectively, but like it's factual, like it is.
We just sat here and listen to this man go a rant on what Miles is gonna say, talk about some, but y'all want to call him the GOAT. Y'all won't do this, but he gonna say this, and that. No, shut up, I'm talking. And then he did all this, right? All this. Then when Chris's mic wasn't working, he was like, yeah, see, he didn't want to go. You see his age before beauty. You see that he didn't want to talk. He was scared. He was running from it. Then Chris talks and he's like, no, he's right. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I don't care how nobody feel, bro.
So am I supposed to say somebody's right?
Nah,
somebody's right?
You capping on your raps, dog.
Double down is crazy.
So I have to say he's wrong? Okay, then I guess he's wrong then? I mean, I'm confused. So I have to say he's wrong?
See, you don't even talk like this. This is the crazy part, Miles. You don't even talk like this. This is the part that's getting me. Stick to the script. Be the Miles that you were before.
You gotta shoot him with a proton cannon, bro, or something like.
You don't get to come out level 3, and then in the last round you don't want to throw no jabs. Be the Miles that you were 5 minutes ago.
And attacking this man for the last hour and a half, and then he finally say something, and then you double down. It's just crazy.
This is crazy, bro.
I mean, it's already been a 10-8 round. I mean, I have nothing left to prove.
This is crazy, bro.
This is crazy, bro. Losing.
No, that's a nice pivot. I like that. He said it's a 10-8 round.
He took the knee like Tank Davis. It's not like I'm losing or nothing like that. It's like, he took the knee a couple times. It's fine. I don't. He lost. It's fine. He's not winning.
You don't get to just say that. You just said he was right. You don't get to say that.
I mean, he was right one round. You can win one round and still lose a fight. I mean, it's okay.
But it was the final round. It was the final round.
I mean, hey, Mayweather took off on the last round and still won the fight. I mean, it's okay.
But he knocked you out. He knocked you out in the last round. It don't matter. You didn't get back up, so you lost the fight.
He ain't knocked me out. I'm still here. Like, what are we talking about? I'm right here. Like, he ain't knocked me out.
You know what, Chris? How do you feel?
I feel amazing, man. I'm having fun.
See, y'all can't tell me his voice don't sound like Andrew Tate, man.
Nah, bro.
Andrew Tate sounds like an arrogant piece of work. That's what Andrew Tate sounds like. Nah, bro. Andrew Tate sounds like an arrogant, misogynistic guy. Please,
play a clip of Andrew Tate talking right now. That's the only way we're gonna settle this.
Nah, bro.
Thank you.
Play it. Play it.
I ain't talking about the words. I'm talking about the sound. That's all I'm saying.
I don't hear it. The only similarity I'm hearing is the passion in the voice. I'm not hearing.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it stacked. I'm not feeling it.
Oh, I'm just hearing the passion.
That's a reach, bro.
You lost with that one.
That's a reach, bro. I'm not feeling that.
You lost with that one. Actually, no, I ain't.
Oh my lord.
You lost with that one.
You know what, Miles? You have given Chris immunity for another week, and this is crazy. So, Miles, you have failed us. You should be.
Y'all just be trolling. Y'all just like joining his team. Y'all just like y'all be trolling like I don't know what.
You had
just be trolling.
You had so much potential.
You're such a joke. Y'all be trolling the dude.
So
Y'all
much
be trolling
potential.
him so much. I swear.
So much potential, and you just
okay. I be by myself on this island, and that's fine. I'll be by myself on this island.
Another fighter that you could have saved. That's
okay. That's okay.
Right,
I'll be by myself on this island.
Let's wrap this up, man.
Miles, you gotta hold this. Chris, as the victor, go ahead and give us a closing statement. Let's wrap this up, man. Give us a victory speech, man.
All I gotta say is thanks to Alex and KiteZz. Hope you guys feel better. And just like I say every single Thursday, guys, love yourself first, and find the women that are gonna love you for you. That's it. That's my closing statement.
It's poetic, man. It's poetic. Shout out to him, man. All right, y'all. This concludes the Flock Talk. At the end of the day, remember that everything that is said on this Flock Talk is opinion. Nobody is God, so nobody has the right to say that it's fact or law. Hopefully everybody got their points out. Even that little last segment, it's all jokes. If y'all really think that we sitting here saying Miles is taking L's in real life, you're tripping. It's not that deep. We're having fun. It's always good to have fun. Shout out to everybody that came up here. Shout out to everybody that talked today. Again, me and Alex are a little under the weather, so we gonna have to wrap it up. But I appreciate everybody that came up. Shout out to Cinder, shout out to Wes, shout out to Nitro, shout out to Monet, shout out to Alex for pushing up and coming up in here, man. I'm glad everybody had a good time. Shout out to the 50 people that came in that watched. You guys be safe, be smart, read your Bible, drink water, take care of yourself. We love y'all. All right, y'all. Peace.